Mary had a little lamb, its face was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went, everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. They ate the lamb for lunch that day, lunch that day, lunch that day. They ate the lamb for lunch that day between two hunks of bread. Alright, Superfly! Yeah, your mama! I'm talking about your mama! Come here, Superfly! Superfly! What is going on here? There's the button, there's the button.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Christian Harold? Ain't seen you in a little while. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Live After Clive 22, which looks like it will continue going because we had no idea what was going on until the last moment. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. We will have a VertoThermoWhoofle in 10 minutes, and then we got to take a poll about the whole live stream thing. If you're joining late, check the live button. It's a live indicator right here. And if you're hearing a weird echo, check for open windows, because you may have bounced over here and then opened another window to come over. That happened last time. Clive streams got a little wonky. And I got this thing here. I'll keep that up for a little while. Anyway, what's up, everybody? So I the early crew, as usual. Gas Master Joe Russ, Phil in the kitchen, and Franco Walker will be installing a much heavier duty door for Phil in the kitchen. Our queen, Liz Edwards, is here. There is a snake behind me, Top Smoke. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's moving around right there, doing her thing. What's up, Lori? Benji, how are you? I have, how's that? Georgia peach. There's some orange. I also have Garfield on my jammy pants, as it were. Meme Jeff's here. What's up, Jack Attack? Why, that always trips me up. C2S. I think I'm thinking of something else. What's up? Let's try this. Piotr, I don't know, is that just a Peter or Piotr Stazuski? Hello to you. What's up, Zach and a J? All right, so after we do the VertoThermoWhoofle, we'll do a vote to see if I should like start earlier every other week or just keep it at the same 5:33 time slot. Just in case, you know, like I'll leave it to all y'all. We'll sort it out. Besides that, like we're kind of on like a more normal schedule stream. Like no giveaways to deal with, all that. The Pussies and Pianos has been bumped up a half hour. That was a change no matter what. You may have noticed that in the schedule. So that's now in an hour. We feed the cats on cam. Rob has a piece that he sent me that we play in the background while I go take a bio break and grab something to drink. How is the shop going? Slow, but that's fine. There, Fama. Everything's a little slow, but I mean, that's cool. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let me get the bot to join. All right. Yeah, I guess, Rob, if you wouldn't mind posting the... Does that work? Not yet. No, there it is. Okay, so here's the merch link. We have Discord going now too. Let's see what else we got to cover. Discord specs, live warning, reboot. Got that. Got drinks covered. We need to do a toast. All right, so let's do a toast to Mr. Clive for going with the every other week thing, so that way everyone still has at least something to do every other week or so. IIRC Pure Tour. If I recall correctly, Peter is pronounced Peter or Peter in English. So a toast to Clive for keeping some public. And then I guess we'll figure out what we're going to do over here. Thanks, Rob. All right, so that actually took a bit of stress off because I didn't, so you know, the original plan was for me to just take over the public time slot for Clive, because me and Clive had a kind of a discussion thing, but this kind of works better because everybody at least gets something going on at least every other week, or maybe I'll still change it. I'll leave it up to you. All right, let's see. Oh, I went to the dollar store today. Couldn't pass this up, this little dude, and it comes with cones. So now we have more cones for the coning. If you don't know all about the cones, there's the cones. They travel. They're kind of part of the show now. And then there's what we'll be doing in about an hour with the kitty cats. And they are aware. They know when them plates hit the ground that it's going to be a couple hours and it is showtime. Well, for them, well, tree time, you know. The coning. Wait, what? Hey, Clive, Holderby, I didn't even notice my black, I didn't notice that had gone away. Someone mentioned Lego do a Unimog kit. Unimog Lego. Oh. Look at that little fucker. I didn't know they had that. Are you talking about the little 81 10? I'm gonna have to find it. But yeah, if I can find that, that might not be bad to get. Let me post a link here so you can see what we're talking about. That'd be a cool little machine to grab. I posted the link in chat if you want to take a look. Looks like a little, almost looks like a Kubota with a, like a little crane on the back or something. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. That looks all right. That looks all right. Let me switch that over. Click on that. All right. We want the chassis one. The chassis one? 1F in Scruffy. Oh, and there, if you aren't aware, we do Lego Wednesday streams. And there is our almost finished forklift sitting back there, and that's the space station and the Mars rover. So if you like Legos, we kind of just do a chill ass stream. I talk and Legos, and we have a $462, 6,790 piece, 5-foot wide B2 bomber coming. We'll be starting in 2 or 3 weeks. So that should be a lot. But that should be a good time. So that is all good. It is almost VertoThermoWhoofle time. Oh, and that remote, this thing is remote control too. It'll have lift, tilt, drive, and steer. I don't think the B2 bomber will fly, especially because it's 15 pounds of Legos. And the bag is the size of a pillow. But it should be fun. I think I need to get like a Lego emoji. I'll leave this. I'll leave that up for a little while longer. It's like in my way. It almost feels like there's a physical block right there. Let's see. We'll do the VertoThermoWhoofle. We'll do polls, and then I'll show you the gear that showed up this week for the upgraded stream gaming computer thing setup. When you run out of space, will you build an addition to your home out of Lego? I feel like I've heard of that happening before, James Randolph, but I don't think I want to do that. Maybe make it look like Lego? But that would be a lot. See you later, Troy Belding. Thanks for stopping by. I might as well get the VertoThermoWhoofle already. Oh, she's a little overfull today. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Like, it is just everywhere. And yes, my ceiling is treated with boric acid, borax, water, spray thing, floosh. So, let's do this. Oh, let me move back a little bit. There we go. Woofle. Get it warmed up, and it's not quite as hot in here today as it usually is. I turned the heat down. Woofle. There's a pretty good one. Not very defined today. Let's see. Let me try a bigger one. There goes the arm hair. All right, let me try something else. Just try it right there. That was actually pretty good. Let me try that one again. Hold on. Of course it recalibrated. Fine, one more. That's not too bad. That gives you a little wave. That thing is overflowing. Alright. That fan blade's looking weird. Yeah, I guess the fan is not as warm as it usually is. Because I have the exhaust fan behind the computer turned on, blowing heat out of the office. I installed a 120 millimeter computer fan, like at the opposite end of the room to blow heat into the hallway, like kind of over top the Gucci Food CatCam thing. The temp. Why isn't the temp slider working? Huh. Oh. Oh, look at my hand. Half hot, half cold. I wonder if that has anything to do with my nerve damage. Anyway. Alright, got that. Sorry about that. I guess the app just froze. Alright, we go. There's Freddy the face hugger. Say hi to Freddy in the lower left. That's our resident plushy face hugger who hangs about. Didn't the temp slider crash on Wednesday? It may have. Maybe I'll have to check, see if there's any updates for the app. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's Windows rot. As we all know, Windows rot is... hold on. Let me flip back. I'm going to take the echo thing off here. Echo. Whoosh. Alright. Okay. Let's do a poll. I want to do a couple polls of just that brought up some curiosity. So we're going to do like 3, I think, polls here. First, we're going to do, how did you find me? Because I am kind of curious to how... Oh, there's just me. Thank you with 10 memberships. This one's an easy one. Clive. Not Clive. Just kind of curious on that while everyone's kind of still here. So who we got? Sarah Jones, Patrick Fashing, Patch, Metalwitch, Mac Graham, Simon Smith, Dr. Dam, KB, Outrageous Otis, and Martin Gear. Welcome and welcome back to the Gaggle of Goofballs. Oh, don't worry, Jack Attack. Vera has her collar and dog tags on the way. Do we get bonus content if we are members? You get 2 videos a week, mostly forklift repair stuff at work, and yeah, like you get basically 8, 9, you know, depending on how long the month this is. On Mondays, you get like a short video, usually like an intro or something, you know, shortish. And then on Fridays, it's anywhere from a 10 to 40 minute long play video that I do like a series of like repairs and stuff in. And like on the Discord, there's a little section for the goofballs if you just want to do goofball only stuff, or like if I want to talk to just the goofballs. And you get all the emoji things and stuff in chat, which I need to add some. I found you via getting some of your mail by accident. That will happen, Christian. That will happen. Yeah, I figured most everybody would be from Clive. All right. And Foray, it's the brand. I stand corrected. 50% brand. Oh. Under a cabbage leaf category. All right, let's see here. See how many? Okay, we got 300 people here. If you didn't hear, if you want to check the poll, I'm kind of curious of Clive versus not Clive as to how you originally found me. Found me on Pornhub? What, would you like watching me watch Pornhub or something? I mean, as long as it was entertaining, I mean, go for it. All right, I think that's pretty good on the poll. So that's about what I thought, and that's fine. What was the other one? What was the middle one? Oh, no, actually, no, skip the middle one. All right, so let's go ahead and see what y'all would like me to do with the public slot. Should I fill in every other week for the normal Clive time, or keep the same schedule? Every other week fill in. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. The every other week fill in. And like, this is one of those, like, since we are a channel, it is us. Thanks, Punjab. Like, saying, giving the option of it doesn't matter to me, that kind of, like, it is on the onus. So I would say if you're undecided, either pick one that you would lean towards or just kind of wait, because that's not totally helpful, I guess, in this situation. If you know what I mean, keep it the same. All right. All right, let's throw that one down. Let's see. Clive should just have done a 30-minute only I can't limit Clive to 30 minutes. Good Lord. That man has plenty to say. And plus, like, what good is it? We gotta give him time for the alcohol to set in, you know what I mean? Just like over here, we have to give it time for... Oh, someone's calling? Hello? Oh, hello? Why, yes, okay. Apparently it's time to have a smoke of Afghan with gelato bubble hash mixed in. By golly. And any real problem with me going every other week, if you want to adjust your vote in case you didn't think about it, would be that the Patreons would lose the first whatever of the stream. And no, I would actually lose it because I usually watch the Patreon stream too. Anyway, so cheers. If you got a shot, you got a drink, you got a beer, you got whatever you want, you know, go grab it up and let's just do a random, just a random fucking phone call, Puff. You know what? No, this is the Daily High Club phone from Lori21 who sent it to me and us. So cheers. Am I gonna roll any tonight? No. I figure I think I got just enough for one of these, and I got a joint in the other room if I need to, but feeling pretty alright. They're, CS2. Or C2, oh, that must be what it is. Fucking CS2. C2S. I feel like there's a C4S or CS something 4 or something. I don't know. Wasn't he like a elite dude or something? This is like one of the best bongs I've ever had. Fucking love this little dude. I mean, I dedicated a button to the mixer on it. You know I gotta love it. Alright. Well, it looks like we're just going to keep the show the same, which is just fine. Scuff Dog, did you mean to put every other week in filling up? Oh, yeah, fill in every other week. Sorry. Yeah, so I would fill in every other week, not just, take over the 405 slot entirely. That would have been if Clive left, just went full Patreon, then me had discussed that I would probably take over the 405 slot. But either way, it looks like we're going to keep it the same, which is fine with me. That means I can watch the Patreon stream. Well, yeah, 405. For me, it's 405 is Clive time. Isn't the 405 a highway? I do believe the 405 is in Los Angeles. Well, no, I'm not going to take over the 405 highway. I would want to get with the Goofballs first to do that. The 5. Everybody's got a different time. That's all. That is one with all the difficulties with with Clive's popping and difficulties like I have here and all that. Either way, fucking, we're still getting out to everybody across the world, and we're still able to do like cool stuff for people. So like, even with YouTube's glitchiness and shit, it's still pretty fucking cool that like we can reach out and fucking touch everybody and just say hey. And like, my main thing with when I almost like thinking I may have to take over the 405 slot was just because we need a place to go. You know, like everybody, you know, we're used to having a place to hang out at 405 or Clive time, sorry, at Clive time. And I just wanted to make sure we still had a place to go. But if Clive's going every other and you want me to just stay, most of you looks like you just want me to keep it at the same time, then we'll just do that. I don't think you got enough fingers to point someone bloody random. That's raspberry tea. And then I have the Georgia peach tea. Well, you know, Georgia peach sugar water. And I got orange tea over there and water there. Dab rig there. Cell phone bong. And an itchy nude. Oh man, the dinosaur battery died? That sucks. Oh wow, and that battery died. That battery died. That's plugged in. Those batteries are good. That power bank that drives those just seems to last forever. Oh yeah, news-ish. Ingenuity, they're apparently either going to try twitching or just moving the blades a little bit to see how bad they are. And I tell you what, like when they know that they've, you know, after the rover, Perseverance rover, they know they're going to drive it out of range anyway, and then Ingenuity is done for just because it can't contact or communicate with the satellites directly. I kind of think they should give it a spin up and just fucking see what happens. You know, give her old let her rip. If Jenny's done anyway, fucking just let her rip and let's see what happens with them blades, because maybe that son of a bitch will keep on flying. Like, if you're gonna lose it forever, like just yeet it, see what happens, and if it crashes, it crashes. It was gonna be done for anyway, so I think they should try to make it fly again. Just to see what happens. Like, I know the blades are all fucked up, and that sucks. I mean, you could see in the one picture, it looks like it just dink hit, which I get what they're saying with the sand, since there's no features, it's hard to get a proper depth by using a video, but I think they should just give it a try. but it might crash in a way that's bad for future missions. Like, how so? That's what I don't get, like Christian Herald. Like, what would make it worse? Like, what if it crashes in exactly a future landing site? Well, what if that future landing site is exactly where it is now? Like, that's, sorry, but that's kind of, like, no matter where it is, it's a potential landing site. Yeah, like, that'd be funny if the thing just flew fine, like, it didn't give a shit. But I mean, yeah, wherever it is, it's a potential landing site. Whether it's in a 3-foot by 3-foot area or a 10-foot by 10-foot area. And NASA will know exactly where it is, so they know not to go there. Well, they choose general areas, not necessarily exact spots. Like if you check most missions now, they send it to a zone and then it picks its own landing spot. So any future mission would detect debris there and not choose that as a landing zone. Or it would evaluate it as being debris that is so minimal and small that it could still land there. I think all the missions are doing that. I know the lunar ones did that, successful or otherwise. And I'm pretty sure and I think that mission even picked its own landing site. Planet-sized landing site, and that silly drone is in the way, says Bowden. Nah, it'll be fine. And they've gotten a lot of exploration from that general area. They don't necessarily need to go back until they do a sample return, which now they don't even know what they're sure if they're doing with it or not. Now they think it's going to be too much, may have to push it back and all this, but I mean, that seems like that's just kind of how NASA works. It's just all over the place. Let's see, it's 6 o'clock. What do we do at 6 o'clock? We do a toast. We try not to drop our credit card that we have to activate, and no, you can't see it. Ah, well, we kind of covered space news. We're going right into that. All right, let's do a top of the hour toast to the cones. And people that use cones, I don't know, to the coning of the world. Cheers. My new $30 4K drone arrives Monday. It's physically in Illinois right now. It says frogs. You know, some of those little things are pretty cool, but if it's a little wobbly and like skittish and holy shit at first, one, check if it has trim on the controller. Two, just give it time. Like you'll figure it out. You'll figure out how to twitch it right, because I got a couple little tiny drones that were kind of tough at first, but also just make sure you practice in a place that doesn't have breakable stuff. You don't want to accidentally full throttle that into your big TV and derp. No longer have a big TV over a $30 drone. So just be careful and just practice. And practice inside if it's small, because if there's any of a breeze outside, you'll just get it blown away. Oh yeah, there she is. There's her head. Yeah, I was thinking it's probably about time to feed her again. If she starts coming out a lot, it usually means she's kind of looking around. Zach and Jay, it just hit me that the streams you and Clive do are practically a weekly online autism support group. I enjoy that as I feel less alone. Yeah, like it does, I could agree with that. That helps me work some of my little Audi stuff out here and there. Chipmunk wants to know if BigClive is still here. I do believe. Let's see. He just said, I once put a cone on the head of the 80-foot Walter Scott Museum in Glasgow. Nice. I guess you were up on the boom lift. Boop. Oh, you removed? Yeah, I guess you would have to remove it. It'd be kind of obvious. 80-foot bucket truck. Fuck it in the bucket. Glasgow and cones on heads of monuments brings back memories of living there. Las Vegas indeed, says Heitor Strazuski. I think that's about right. No, there was no R there. Stazuski. Oh yeah, so we'll be doing the cat thing in like a half hour then. right after the VertoThermoWhoofle. We had 350 goofballs at the beginning of the stream, and then just me showed up, so now we have like 360. And I already have Monday's video uploaded. I just forget what it is. Oh no, I know what it is. Yeah. When is the shop going to offer cranial bands for making cone heads? I'll put that request in there. Alright. Well, I'll show you what we got for upgrading, future upgrading the computer. Well, that's sitting over here. I guess we can do an unboxing on that one, on that over there. But I got this. This showed up like a Friday. 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte drive for the upgrade. And then for the first time ever, I actually decided to buy a premium power supply. Well, what I consider premium. Maybe not everybody likes MSI, but I'm kind of a fucking MSI fanboy. I got this honker, 850 watt. And that will be repowering this computer. Well, that part of that computer, I guess. 1 terabyte. So we got some candy. Don't eat that. We have, whatever. We have a bag. Cable. And all the other cables. So all the various plugins. Yeah, I've never had a power supply that you picked your cables. I've always had power supplies with Medusa hiding somewhere. So I'm going to start pretty soon, start putting parts in the motherboard. And I will record it as I go. What is this? Under zero fan mode, the fan stops operation at low loading. Oh, well, fuck that. I always want the fan running no matter what. Here's this little chunker. Oop, upside down. That's cool. Oh. And just like logos and shit. So that will be powering the new-ish. Well, it'll be this processor and RAM and a whole new everything else. Like, yeah, I'm not even taking the cooling, like the all-in-one cooler staying on that and getting the i7. Everything else is getting replaced. I think mostly at this point I need to get the just cooling stuff. The new all-in 360 millimeter all-in-one and cooling fans for the case, which I think there's roughly 30,000 fucking fan holes. All black cables. Yeah, it looks like they're all black. Let me see. Yeah, they're completely black. Even the braiding is black. They just have little tiny labels on them. Let's see. Well, one of them did. Hello. Okay, well, maybe not. A couple of them have like little labels on them, but they're all completely black. So black case with a shitload of glass. Black power supply, black that. I guess I'll make sure, I'll see if I can get a black all-in-one cooler then. I'll see what NZXT offers. Because the MSI coolers are a little fucking expensive. I gotta like me some MSI, but Jesus Christ, like I gotta eat too. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and kill the poll. If you didn't Because before I kill it, I remind you, if you look up or somewhere, there's a poll if you want to check. I'm pretty sure that's where that will land. Pardon me. Jean-Robert Negard. I got a 20 terabyte in storage on this computer, 2.5 in NVMe, half a terabyte in SSD, and the rest in HDD. My server is packed down, and that has around 30 terabytes. Like actually, this computer's got it's got a 4 terabyte external drive and 1 terabyte NVMe, 2 terabyte Samsung 980 Pro Evo, and then my media server downstairs has 14, 28, 40, 48 terabytes and about 35 terabytes of media, like movies, TV shows, a little bit of music, not much music, mostly in actually it's pretty split in half between movies and TV shows. 404 is not found. Media NAS is 80 terabytes. Nice, that's a good collection. Like, I'd get more stuff, I just kind of just get it as I remember. James Randolph's, all my PSUs are 1.2 gigawatts, but sometimes I just attach a wire to the old bell tower. Yeah, sometimes you need that little extra jump start. Graham, Meanwhile costs too frickin' mean. Meanwhile is pretty much the top for industrial power supply. 35 terabytes, that's a lot of porn. I really see no reason to store porn, because I mean, no doubt I got a little bit, but it's just too easy to get free porn nowadays. I mean, I'm sure, I look at it this way, if the internet goes down forever and I only got a little small stash of porn, I'm sure I can work something out. Alright, we'll go ahead and end that poll. So I'm just going to keep my time as is for now. Thank you for participating. Participation. 69%. Wow, that works even better. And when I hit end, it said 70. So there we go. Word. All right. Let's see. We got that. Oh yeah, I did finally get trays for the Legos. Cat stuff, coffee. Wow, like we finally have like a fucking chill stream with not a whole lot of shit going on. Hey, here's a question for everybody while you're still here. Oh, wait. Chippy, thank you for the £5 or more than a doll hair at Big Clive. But indeed, he needs more money for herbaceous stuff and less Lego. Huh? Yeah, like Clive says, with Meanwhile, you get a super reliable power supply that won't kill you. Yeah, that's, you could also throw $1 or scruff to fund his herbaceous extracts. Well, problem is, I don't take any cash out of the channel, so I mean, I guess if it was, well, actually no, because I do for cat treats, but yeah, I'm good. I have lots of herbaceous extract right here. I'm about to herbaceous that phone extract back up for a minute. But thank you for the mention, however you say that. Gamers, like I know we got a couple gamers in here. Who has tried or has converted or has any experience with curved monitors and gaming? Like what's your experience, like curved monitor versus flat panel monitors, like button? Like if I were to replace this with a big, wow, look at the frame rate. If I were to replace this with a big ass monitor for gaming and just kind of organizing everything, like I'm kind of interested in, because I don't really know many people that have converted. Frogs needs more monitors. Got 3 TVs in the room. I used to have a bunch of shit in my old bedroom, but now in this one, I didn't even bother putting in the surround sound. It's just a quiet, chill ass bedroom. Ain't much shit in it at all. Christian Heron, I prefer circular monitors like way old TVs. Of course you would. That's fine. I do kind of miss old CRT monitors. Nothing like when you had to move a 50-pound monitor that was like 15 inches. Theodore says, my opinion, keep the 3 you have. Curved is nice, but doesn't integrate well with standard, says Wolf. Yeah, that would be on my other concern. Getting like, what are they? Like 5140 or some, ridiculous fucking thing and trying to get shit to work with it right. Oh yeah, the weighted blanket. I'll get to that in a couple of minutes there, Treasure Blue. Redneck Atheists, either you like them or you don't. You can't stand them. See, for me, I feel like I prefer the physical barriers. Like, that's always chat or notes. The one in front of me is always the main thing. The one over here is usually like reference or like work. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me start over. So this one right here is usually for notes like it is right now, or for chat like Discord, or if I'm watching the Clive stream, that's where y'all are for me. You're over here. On my stream, you're front and center. So like this monitor here is whatever's going on in the game. If it's the stream, that's where you are primarily. You're also down here as a backup. Over here is either reference or like the work. Like, so this is OBS, or this is where I got my file editor opening while I got Photoshop over here. This is where all the files are. Then down here is usually, again, you backup or a remote session. Like if I'm doing like movie night, I'll try to do my remote sessions down here. And this also turns into like a reference panel as well. So I really like the physical separation, but I've also heard that you can kind of emulate that with the curved monitors. So I don't know. Odin says time for tacos. It's always time for tacos. It's coming up on West Coast 420. Oh yeah. We'll have a phone call at that point then. Graham Shaw, I still have an old 32-inch CRT Philips TV at my dad's. My God, it's heavy. I have 2 CRTs in the house. One's the one we did on, was that the first filler stream for Big Clive when he was at the 2? I'm like, we were supposed to do the big teardown. It was like just a fucking single board. Like, oh, ta-da! Oh wait, hold on. Let me swipe this over. And then I have a Sony one upstairs that's slightly smaller, slightly lighter, but I'm sure it's just a single board in that too. I'll hopefully be getting rid of them soon enough. James Randolph, I've seen monitors with segmentation and separate inputs. That's okay. Maybe that's what I've heard. Yeah. Hans Spawns, what's up? Says some width screens can be split into 2 or 3 screens while being on a continuous screen. Okay. Yeah, if I were to if I were to do it, I may actually just would replace these 2 and then keep the chat screen over there, or then I would take the 4K and put that down on like the studio screen. I guess that's kind of, you know what? Man, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll get a widescreen for the studio computer, because once I get all this computer into 2, built into 2, it'll be the gaming computer, like the main joint, and then it'll be like the studio / 6 fucking camera computer below it. That way they're separate from each other. And then I'll feed into the bottom computer and that'll feed out. But maybe at that point I leave the 4K here I get a curved monitor for the studio computer, because then that would be a pretty good blend, because I don't necessarily need the separation down here. Maybe I just need to mix it up a little bit. Because then even if it doesn't work awesomely, like the one down here won't necessarily be a super critical thing, because I can do editing in between the two. See, we're kind of talking, we're working this out. Like, that's not a bad idea. I could mix it up. Huh. I'd love to just, like, I've also, yeah, frogs out. I've also considered, like, moving shit around, and if I have to, putting a higher monitor over the center as well. I was thinking about doing that, and then I was watching that Penguin Zero stream, and like half the time when he looks stuff up, he's like, yeah, let's see what's going on up here, and then he drags the window down. I think he must have like a stack of 50 monitors in front of him. Christian Harold, new idea, stream with all monitors turned off. Hilarity and chaos ensue. We guide you by voice how to play the games. How would you guide me by voice? Like, are you just going to scream very loudly and hope I hear you? It's 4:20. All right. See what's... I think I showed you this last week. See, it's got the 3 nibbies. Every time I take a hit, I just rotate it one to get over to a fresh pinch. I'm going to rotate it twice. That's an even bigger pinch there. All right, so yeah, happy 420. Take your shot, take your smoke, take your sip. Cheers, everybody. You can taste that hash. You are not blocked, Frank. What's up? Oh, and I saw your question in the Clive stream, Frank, about whether I would fill in at 4:05, and I didn't answer because I wasn't sure what Clive's decision was yet. But now we know. I'm going to keep my same time. Clive's going to do every other. And we'll rock and roll from there. So that works, because that means on... Well, yeah, because I'll still function the same, because I'll just be watching the Patreon stream, and then I'll time my starting point when the Patreon stream's over, assuming he does it to 5:35 still, but either way, I'll start at 5:35, even if the Patreon runs a little long. So I'll just keep my time the same as we voted on earlier. Oh man, that hash is fucking banging. Yeah, you want to see the hash? It's got a wooden lid, you know it's fucking fancy. Ooh, good zoom. Ooh, right about there. Oh yeah, it's like an inch and a half from the fucking lens. That's not bad. Not bad for a 9-year-old phone. 9-ish. Classy. And the bubble hatch, that's pretty good. It burns a little weird in the dab rig if you don't have something else with it, but it's great in with flour. So what am I looking at? That is oh, what the fuck? What the hell? I always forget what the fuck flavor is. It gelato? Oh wait a minute, it's on the bottom, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm old. Hold on, let me grab the old guy magnifying glass, because it's really small writing. Ooh. Forbidden Skittles. There we go. Oh, and at some point, I don't know if you're here, but someone suggested I grab a Leatherman. So I did finally go downstairs and grab my, one of my Gerber diesels. I keep my Leatherman, just in case you've never seen one of these. Not everybody has, I guess. So, like, you store it like that, and then you can either push it or just, you get used to just flicking it over. It's got wire cutters, pliers, saw blades, screwdrivers, fucking Fisker scissors, which are sharp as shit all the time. And I have no idea how much this shit costs nowadays, but when I got this, it was 55 bucks. But that was like 10 years ago. You got like a file. This is one I bought as a backup. That's why it's not all fucked up. But it comes in like a little case. It's cool, guy. A little Gerber diesel. But Gerber or Leatherman, they're both really good brands for like heavy use multi-tools. I tend to prefer Gerber, but I have the what is it, the Leatherman Wave, or like the Wave something, Wave Plus, Wave something. Thanks, James Harris, appreciate that. An all black one that I keep in my camping gear. But yeah, I have 2 Gerber diesels, a Leatherman Wave, and then a regular, some like just standard issue Gerber floating around somewhere. It's an actual Gerber, but it's not like one of the better ones, I guess. Ram 50 V8 says they're running in the $150 range now. What the fuck? For the same fucking are you what? Hold on. What do you got, Amazon? Amazon.com. Gerber diesel. Holy shit. Gerber diesel, 103 bucks, 122 bucks. The basic ass ones are 50 bucks now? Oh my god. That's insane. Holy shit, I'm glad I already got a bunch of them. Ooh. Fuck me. Christ. That's like golden utility there. Damn. Alright, let's see. We got 4 minutes till we light it up in the VertoThermoWhoofle. So speaking of lighted up, another question for our biscuit heads. Like in the late 80s and 90s and shit, was there like a crack problem in the UK? Or is that pretty much just a USA thing? I'm like, I just kind of, what's up, Pumpkin Vision? Like, I just kind of never really heard about that. So I'm really, was that just like a US thing? Like, just us? Okay, I kind of figured, like, I can't imagine the CIA really wanted crack to get out any further. But okay, just a US thing. Okay. Crack was a problem here, but nowhere as bad as, okay, so like it made it over there, but just, you know, nowhere near as bad as us. Okay. Like, I can't remember how that came up, but I just sat there one day and I went, I should ask that on stream, because that's what we do here. BigClive says, Leatherman do totally fulfill their warranty. They've replaced my well-abused American Bout tool with a brand new one free. That's good. I've never had to turn a Gerber in for warranty yet, so I have no idea. And actually the Gerber, or the Leatherman, I guess it's a Wave, what is it? I haven't really had to use it much. Let me see which one that is, because I got that off Amazon too. Leather, orders, asshole. Not leather. I cannot find it. It's weird. Seems like it hasn't been able to find a lot of my orders lately. Oh well. Okay, we covered all that. Alright. Drugs are less of an issue here. The biggest issue is heroin. It seems like heroin is just kind of everywhere nowadays. That is like asking, is gun violence in Chicago a Chicago thing, or do they have it in London too? Hey, you never know. Like, since like it's pretty much been proven that it was all a thing concocted by concocted to just bring down inner cities in America. But you always know that shit's going to spread. Frank said something about Gerber's having soft metal. Wait, everybody's retracting messages. What's going on? Fentanyl is a big problem. I'm here now too. It says frogs. Yeah, I think that's like the latest hot shit fucking. It's weird when you want to sell something that's going to potentially kill your customers. That's really not good business practice, I feel like. I kind of feel like they should probably work that out a little bit differently, maybe. Maybe lay off the fucking fentanyl some there. Shit. Now, and this is a, actually, you can hardly see it on the shirt, but this is a mouse heart. Mouse heart, a flashy badgie. As Mo, the Chinese have been pushing the fentanyl hard and don't care. That's what I've heard. That is what I have heard. I think the Chinese are just trying to just poison and hack the planet and just take over everything. They probably will. Like, fucking Fallout, here we come. Yeah, but maybe by then I'll have a radioactive bunker buried in the backyard or something like that. We can just use it as like a cat playpen with all the supplies. Hack the planet! Just me, fentanyl is about 100 times as potent as morphine. Scary stuff. Yeah, I've never dealt with fentanyl. I don't know that I've known anybody that's been on fentanyl. Past few years were a little weird with some situations, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. So I never really looked into it too much. That, and I get, all my cannabis comes from a dispensary. And there haven't had any problems with that. Oh yeah, it's VertoWhoofle time, and then it's time for the cat feeding. All right, so let's do some VertoThermoWhoofle. All right, where's the button? Rock and roll. All right, let's try this. Oh, that was pretty. That just burns slow. Ooh, there it was. Okay, now I see what's up. Here's all my hair. Ooh. That one again. There we go. All right. I gotta get the big bubbles. The big bubbles burn better. Baby. All right, so I gotta get the big bubbles. Like, there's a bigger burst of heat, so it's more concentrated for a better wave. That was the variable I needed to change. All right, so we got that. The camera really can't get much further back without a rig, which I do not have, but I probably need to order one for the Lego camera mount. Because I got to be careful when I walk through the office now, because it's like a tripod. Boop. Unless it's my old broken tripod where a leg is just like one leg is straight down and mounted and the other one just kind of hangs way off the back. I gotta get that sorted out. All right, couple more minutes and then we will do the cat thing with the Rob thing. That's angel dust to PCP. You know what this stuff does to kids? Mr. Phil 1969, what's up? God, I haven't heard much about PCP in a while. Is that still out there? I imagine it probably is. Meme Jeff, made my own woofler with a yogurt cup and a gas tank. My 3D printer is being upgraded right now. Well, if you go, let's see. I just, like a couple weeks ago, on mine, I uploaded the loose woofler that the tolerances are a little more forgiving if your 3D printer hasn't been like manually calibrated. So there is a loose woofler up there, which may be easier to print for some people. And even if it's calibrated, and it'll be even easier to print. So there's that link. Topmoke has programmed in PCP. Probably not the same PCP. Brendan says PCP nearly killed Eddie Van Halen back in the day. I didn't know that. Ooh. All right, it is 6:35. Let's get this set up here. I'm going to minimize you. See, that's the other reason why I have you on 2 monitors, because now I'm pulling up Rob, but I can still read you downstairs. All right, I'll hang out for a couple seconds to check chat, to check levels, and if everything is good, then I will go do the cat thing. So, let's see, Rob. You can deal with the icons. There's nothing, yeah, it's just, okay. All right, let me swipe that over. Yoink. All right, I'll go ahead and push play. And, okay, that's working. And like I said, let me know the levels, and then I will go take care of the kitty cats. Here we go. And thank you, Rob, again. Pianoman Rob in chat is our performer for the evening. Here we go. I thought I forgot to switch the view. I was like, holy shit. Well, thank you, Rob. I did listen to that earlier during the Clive stream. Very nice piece of music. As usual, thank you very much, Pianoman. Alright, let me pull chat back up here. And the cats are kind of weird with the chow tonight. I don't know what's going on. They've had all these same flavors before. Maybe they're just not quite feeling it. I feel like I need to get a lower point of view that kind of looks up more. Maybe? What do you think? 'Cause I feel like we could get more kitty cat on the screen if it was lower and kind of aimed up. I did play with the focus a little bit though, to focus in a little bit more on the closer ones. Frog, Scruff Dog, try the I and Love and You brand pouches sometimes. I'm stuck buying 2 a day now because of how much my mystery likes it. 1 and I and Love and You brand pouches. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, every time I give beefcake, like anything, the cats take it out. I got home Friday and like he was actually laying on his side. I was like, damn, y'all, be nice to your cousin. Speaking of cousin, the dude and Mr. Tabinator, the 3rd outdoor cat. Turns out the dude, the one I've been hanging out with, who actually like hangs out with me on the porch sometimes, like on the other side, like he'll actually eat near me. It turns out he has a buddy, Mr. Tabinator, who's like a mostly gray cat. And they've actually have a clip of them on my Ring camera of them eating, like sitting next to each other. So at least they are allies. That's Tiny Mama. Who else? Well, Ronnie already. Oh, Ronnie's just kind of sitting back watching. He's you can see him. Yeah, you can see him through the plasma. So let's see if Tiny Mama finishes that. She's probably gonna barf. Sorry to say. Yeah, it's chicken and beef. Ronnie's just chilling. He's usually trying to get at the food, but Lee, the deluded, well, you can't see her. She's behind Tiny Mama. She's like the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, and be careful with the myth that you should always feed animals the same exact food all the time. Like, that's some old wives' tale shit. Like, you should feed your animals a diverse diet. Like, you know, not necessarily like widely holy shit diverse, but like, you know, like I get them Purina 1. Sometimes I get turkey, sometimes I get chicken, you know, sometimes I get sensitive stomach, sometimes I get Indoor Pro, sometimes I'll mix them up. But like, you know, you figure if a cat gets out, as house cats often do, it's not like they like grab a mouse and go, nah, and then no, and not you're the right one. Like it's not like they only eat one thing if they get out, and they do just fine. Which means indoors, the same exact cat can eat a diverse diet. It'll actually be healthier for them because it ensures that there's no vitamin deficiencies, since everything has different levels of whatever. And look, Jackson Galaxy said it, so like it's we're good. Oh, there's Ronnie, buddy. What am I seeing in that reflection? What is still... What is that? I'm trying to knock out all the glare on the glass, like where Tiny Mama's ear is. You see that little white thing? What the fuck is that? Oh, I see what that is. How is it seeing that? What? Yeah, maybe. Oh, no, yeah, that would... Okay. I gotta put that camera in a black box or something. Because all the different shades I'm using don't seem to be quite working. Oh yeah, there you go. That's another thing they do. Eat all the gravy. It's going to make the litter box awesome tomorrow. Ram 50V8, my kitties get fed dry food twice a day. During the rest of the time, they hunt anything that moves, so I get mice, squirrels, snakes, bugs, and flies from them all the time. Yeah, since I had 7, now 4, but they just free feed. Like I have a dog size, where is it? Oh, what is she doing? I have like like one of the dog feeder things of cat food. I can just mix different ones in. It's like a 2 or 3 gallon thing of dry food. It's like big stack and it just kind of fills itself. So they free feed. And like, you know, Ronnie's a skinny boy. Poofy's a little poofy. Mama's like pretty good weight. So like they seem to be regulating their weight well for being a free feeding kittes. Oh, why am I? Oh, okay, wrong window. There we go. Okay. I was looking at her. I'm like, are you guys looking at yourself? But no, that's that one. Lee's finally going to town. Yeah, she's the vacuum cleaner. Of course, her and Ronnie don't really get along. They're brother and sister. And that's their mama in the back. They're in the hallway. Near the Conaning. 7 inside kitties and 6 outside. I have 4 inside kitties and I'm helping out 3 outside kitties. Like they're not mine. Like the one lives, like the dude, he has a little shack that the neighbors have for him in their yard, but he likes to hang out in my yard in the sun because like his little shack is in the shade for pretty much all the day. So he likes to hang out in my yard and catch the sun. And then he comes up on the porch for food, where I have a food bowl. And even he doesn't, like, I'll put, you know, extra food out there and he won't even eat all the food. He'll just eat what he needs. Whereas then the birds come in and eat all of it. So lately I've only been putting food out after dark. Because the neighbors feed them in the morning and afternoon. Like, I think they just bring them stuff out all day as well. But I bring out food at night because the birds don't come eat the cat food at night. What did you say? 200 character limit. Live chat. Okay, it is live chat. That's good. That's good. See, have I forgotten anything today? I think I got everything covered. Schedule's the same. Oh yeah, we gotta smoke a joint. I did grab a that caviar joint I had. If you don't know what a caviar joint is, it is, as they say, and like I fucking believe them, trust me, a premium top shelf bud rolled in hash oil and then rolled in keef and packed into a cone. It is meant to knock you the fuck out. Ram 50, my 7 kitties are... Ooh, god damn. Woo, sorry. Holy shit, everybody okay? Give everybody a second to get their hearing back. Fuck. Keef, yes, keef. That's the, like when the best way to get keef is when you're grinding bud. You have special grinders that have a very fine screen under them and then a compartment underneath. And as you're grinding, a lot of the trichomes, which is the little parts that contain the oil that gets you high, a lot of those trichomes will fall into the keef catcher. And then, like, you know, every couple months or whatever, depending on how much you grind, you dump that out and into your bud and you get really fucked up. Just a little thing that takes so little from while you're grinding that you don't notice that you're missing, like, you know, less than 1% of what you would normally have. But then you forget about it and you have a nice surprise in 3 months when you go, holy shit, that's right. And then you got this thing of fucking keef that's great. It's about the consistency of that bubble hash I showed you. How was everybody's ears? Sorry about that. Big pollen box. Yeah, that's a good way to put it there, garbled user. A pollen box. Where's Runny? Yeah, Ronnie kind of, like, I didn't, like, punish him or anything. Like, I didn't, like, get mad at him, but he forced a change today that I have to keep the kitchen closed off because our boy right here decided to mark the kitchen counter at the oven, or at the stove. I walked in, I went, why is that? What? Fuck. So cats are no longer allowed in the kitchen. Which I'm kind of okay with anyway, because it kind of got gross when every time you go in there, there's kitty litter on the kitchen counter, which obviously you should clean the counter anyway. But fucking cat litter on the kitchen counter, yeah, we're done with that. He frogs, yeah, like he is. The reason he has done it is his brother, when his brother lived here, his brother started taking medication for his seizures. And his brother started marking a lot, and that kind of set him off because he is, fuck, what's the term? Like a little bit of arrested development. Like Ronnie's like, he's still kind of catching up a little bit. So when his brother started marking, he started marking everything as that he could fucking get a hold of. And even though Jeff has left, you know, with the divorce, his marking is slowing down, but he's still marking every once in a while, but it is slowing down. But he doesn't have any specific spot. He'll just go anywhere and just mark. But now that it's like, it was fine, quote unquote, when it was just a kitchen door, but yeah, it's just what he does. But he's slowly getting out of it, so see what we do. Oh yeah, if I catch him, I tell him no. I give him a little pat, like a very soft pat to the butt while he's doing it, and then, like, he usually runs to the litter box to, like, you know, finish. But yeah, I've caught him a couple times, but not that time. But it hadn't crystallized or anything yet, so at least it was easy to clean up, and then clean up again, and then bleach it, and soak it, and then clean it again. So on and so forth. Has the bot been doing the advertising thing? I don't know if that... Oh yeah, okay, it does. I never know if it's actually working or not. Because it took a while to get... It's supposed to do it like once an hour or something. Yeah, once an hour it's supposed to do that. There we go, I got some plasma cat action there. Oh wow, they're just about done. Just gotta get the stuff that everybody knocked off when they ate all the gravy. Here's this view. There's Spaz's butt. Oh, that's Lee's butt. See her through the glass here. There's just me. What's going on? It's almost 7 p.m. Gaggle of Goofball toast time anyway. Let's see. Thank you, just me. Let's see. Mark Bartlett, Danny BF, Colin Buckley, Rast, Bud Brown, Mr. Maki, Creative Bites, Rafe, Chemist, Lal, and Glenn V. Welcome, and I believe welcome back to the Gaggle of Goofballs. There's not really nothing left for him to do. No, he's just looking around for something to do. Alright, guess we'll flip it front again. Pew. I avoided the microphone. That's good. That's good. Scuff Dog, don't you hate it when you get gravy in someone's rug and you have to lick it all out? Can't really say that I've gotten gravy in someone's, all up in someone's rug. I mean, I have to clean up a bunch of cat puke, but I mean, that's kind of close, I would say. Yeah, they do try to lick the pattern off the plate sometimes. But they definitely know exactly what those plates are for, because that's the only thing they get used for, is their Saturday night treats. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll light this joint. Here's that what I was talking about. And it even comes wrapped in raw, which is nice. I get one of these like every 2 or 3 months, you know, minus special, plus special occasions, because it's like 25, 30 bucks, depending on what sale it is. Yeah, I gotta see what's up with the Puppy Bowl this year, too. Probably have Super Bowl on one screen and a Puppy Bowl on the other one. I heard the Puppy Bowl is supposed to be pretty good this year. Yes, just me. I have seen that Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 is out, and I will be doing probably a Sunday stream. And most of my Sunday streams are like 105, so like 3 hours earlier than Clive time, like whatever your Clive time is. I usually do that at like 105 on a Sunday. So yeah, I am definitely going to play that because we've already gone through 1 and 2. I just heard that Chapter 3 came out. Like, I had just heard about it a few days ago. But yeah, we're going to do that, not this, but probably next Sunday. We'll check out Chapter 3. Apparently, it's just even better and better as you go. And I've been avoiding any video, like, hints and shit. Like, I see thumbnails, I'm like, zoop, nope, zoop, don't want to know it. God, I want to be totally unprepared for it. Yeah, it's usually pretty obvious, too, with some of these fucking games. I haven't played Pal World yet. Near Frogs, I watched Penguin Zero play it. Or Moist Critical, whatever you want, Charlie. I watched him play it. But I've never been a Pokey person. I just think it's funny that, like, Pokemon has pretty much been the same fucking game, just different names. Not even, like, the same game. Every release is just recycled bullshit for the past 10 years. So finally somebody goes, hey, let's actually do something different. And now the Pokey people are all pissed off. It's not that I don't like them. I'm just pretty neutral to them. Like, I mean, I'm not, they're just kind of there. Like, I acknowledge their existence, but I don't really care much about them. Oh, okay, now we have the renewals coming through, the 7 p.m. renewals. So yeah, a toast to the Gaggle of Goofballs, a toast to tonight's new subscribers, and to everyone that's watching. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Let's go ahead and light this cherry. It is funny that the auto renewals come through it in the middle of the stream. If you're wondering why you keep seeing that, but nothing in chat. This is apparently Google. The 7 p.m. is when Google charges membership renewals. It's just funny. I just want to explain that every once in a while, just in case anyone's confused. Because I sure as shit was the first couple times it happened. Then I realized what happened. Frog says Pokemon Go is so recycled. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear I hear the game itself is just the same repetitive blah. Graham Shaw, Graham Shaw headed off. Got to get up in 6 hours. Well, oh no, you're still here. Yeah, good night if you're still here and listening. Thanks for hanging out. Hope your work tomorrow is groovy. As groovy as it can be. Deltic engine over here, it would be a midnight spliff. Yeah, I haven't really been smoking flower much real late at night. I've been pretty much sticking with the vapes. At this point, I keep fucking 4 active vapes going. I keep the one in the bedroom, which pretty much always stays in the bedroom. That has whatever my hardest indica is in it, because that helps me go to sleep. Then I carry around an indica and a indica or 2 and a hybrid. You're welcome, Graham Shaw. Be groovy. Would you share that if we were all there? You're fucking right. I got a lot of cannabis here. Like, it's kind of a rule. First rule, no, like, I don't really have much younger viewers, but the house is 21 plus because it just makes it that easy. Because I look at it this way. And like I said, no offense to anybody. This is kind of just where my mindset is. And a lot of people kind of seem to agree. When you're turn 18, yes, you are an adult, but you don't really have that adult experience yet. You don't have some of that respect built up, like mostly the respect not to touch my shit without asking first, you know what I mean? So try to keep it 21 plus. But besides that, the other general rule of the house is if you come in, you're probably going to get high before you leave. Like, I'm not saying you'll leave high, like we don't necessarily want you to be unsafe, but I'll get you high. Just you stop by, I'll get you high. It's fine. We'll take care of you. Nobody has to get up on a Sunday. Well, Chippy, if I do a Sunday stream, it would be 6:05 UK time, 6:05 p.m. Remember, drink and smoke responsibly. Then drink and smoke some more. There you go, Lori. Lori knows what's up. Frog says you don't fully adult until you're 25, 30. I kind of feel like that's when I got closer to being fully adulted. I dropped most of my, as many as I could, childish ways, I guess you could say. The ones that were going to go, they were pretty much all gone by then, and I just kept the rest. Yes, Lori, wisdom. You need some wisdom after you turn 18. Because, like it or not, there is more forced independence on you at 18. Oh, that's fine, Pat. That's fine, Patrick. Everyone gets used to the 1F thing. Because there is some circumstances where 2Fs is fine. Like Scruffers, Scruffles, Scruffy. It's, you just think it this way. It's my way of contributing shit that makes no sense to the English language like the rest of the fucking American English language is. I mean, the biscuit English language is just as fucking weird as well, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, and Rob has a new email address there. Pianoman at scruffdog.live if you would like to email him for whatever reasons. And if you would like to email me, you just email show@scruffdog.live. Pretty good at getting to my emails. I've been having a little issue here and there, but I've sorted out what the problem was, and now we're good to go. Redneck Atheist says, I live in a still banned state. Best I can legally get is help at Delta 8 and Delta 9. Or hemp. Yeah, you do the best you can. Like, it'll catch up eventually. What email supplier am I using for the domain? I use web hosting pad. Been with them for fucking 15 years. They're like my second web host provider. And I have scruffdog.com, Scruffdog.live, scruff.dog with one F, scruff.dog with two Fs, scruffdog.wallet, and scruffdog.crypto. And web hosting pad has both email forwarding and hosting in it. Yeah, webhostingpad.com. Well, I have scruffdog.com. Like it's like ancient. I think it's even older school than BigClive's is. Clive says his is like HTML and it works. Yeah, mine's like really basic ass bad HTML that just gets the job done with pictures taken on a cell phone that was not publish ready. Chipmunk is a dominatrix. That's good. That's good. Little spanky action there. Little. Craig Matthews, does Biscuit English include Scots or only the English English? I don't know. What do Scots call the sugary treat that comes with chocolate chips in it and it's flat and round? Because as far as I know, most of the UK is pretty much you're all biscuit head, right? Smart Randy 1979 Vice Admiral Tiger, what's up? Smartphones should get an update that checks the user's face to see if they are 18 or older or too young, locks up the phone so the kid can't use it until the owner. Well, I guess that would have to be like if you'd have to have your face in there as a reference point because no facial recognition is going to be able to tell your age. Sorry, I got fleas. There are no fleas in this house. Haven't seen any ants in a while either, which means tomorrow I'll probably go out there and it'll just be like this giant fucking nest of billions of ants eating the house. Oh. Scarn. But shortbread with chocolate is the word we'd use. So like no chocolate chip cookies. And Nottingham, if it's got chocolate chips, it's a good. Was this like another soda versus pop regional thing? He used to have a Vauxhall Cavalier Mark II. Well, a Chevy Cavalier, 1987 with a. Oh boy. So the race engine was a 1989. No, I'm sorry, 1990. What was it? 1990 2.2 bottom end. That was 30 over. No, 40 over. 10.6 to 1 compression with forged aluminum pistons, H rods out of a small block Chevy. 2.0, a 1987 2-liter head that was decked 10 to get the compression ratio where it needed to be. A 1993 multi-port intake manifold and a 91 manifold. With multi-port fuel injection in it that I used the 87 injectors and I wired them in series parallel so the ohms, the current matched, and they all just fired at once. Started with 125 shot of nitrous, ended up with a 75 shot of nitrous, ran a custom transmission that I built, MSD ignition. God, there was so much shit I did to that fucking thing. Ran, best run was 1392 at 97.2 miles an hour down at Capitol Raceway. I may do a biscuit. I have a couple t-shirts I might want to do. Well, was it Cat's Coffee and Cannabis? Like my life is Cat's Coffee and Cannabis. And I was thinking about doing like a biscuit head thing too. And like only sell it in the UK perhaps. Or have a UK version of I am a biscuit head or something like that. I'll see what I come up with. Frogs, can I get a Coke? Sure, what flavor? Sprite. Just Texas problem. Yeah, I've seen that. I used to travel the country as a steel rigger. Um, and it was always just funny. Like, you could say half the time you'd say, like, the actual brand name, and they wouldn't know what the fuck you meant. It was like, what? Oh, what? Pop? Just pop. Just brown sugar water. Like, some places, like, if you didn't have the slang right, like, they had no idea what you were talking about. Or do you ever talk about paper thin cylinder rolls? Not on the 2.2 block. There was plenty of room. I could have safely, like, I did the measurements, calculations, talked to some people. Like, I could have safely gone like 80 over on them. Like, they are very thick blocks. That was the problem with them, like, from the factory with the 2.0s and the 2.2s, was the iron block was so fucking stout that the aluminum head would warp between 3 and 4, and you'd blow your head gaskets all the time. Because the block was just like, basically that was it was pretty close to just a 350 block that's cut in half. And just had the stroke adjusted. Like, it wasn't far off. It was a really stout block. The only problems I ever had were with the heads. But that's why when I got the head redone, and I had it decked, used ARP head bolts, and never had a warping problem. I also opened up some of the coolant passages and port and polished the intake and exhaust ports, oversized valves, hardened valve seats. I had that done at JB Auto Machine. Like, the valve seats, I did all the port and polishing. Looked like the fucking Tin Man when I was done with that. Binky, where I live, a bread roll is called a cob. Really? Like, it's not just like a loaf or a mini loaf. What about like a bun? Like, like dinner roll, perhaps? Oh no, we're at like 72 likes. There, frogs. I noticed the like doesn't really auto update. I feel like it used to auto update on the web pages, but it doesn't anymore, at least on the desktop. A bun is a cob, really? That's unusual. Cob is a bread roll. A bloomer, a roll. So not like a loaf of bread, but like a small thing. You should have found that the biscuit brigade of a subsection of the Gaggle. Oh my god. Yeah, I wonder if I wonder if you can do blah, 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 blah. If I can do a 199 with one thing and a 199 with another thing, because then I could have like the biscuit heads, like the Gaggle of Goofballs versus the biscuit heads. I'll look into that. I'll see what I can do there, Craig Matthews. Meme Jeff, stiff and erect to the point where the head blew out and had the wrong stroke. Need the head right to penetrate, open it up the ports and polish and helps. Oh, yes, it does. Really got to stroke that thing. Yeah, a dinner roll is a cob. No shit. What do you call, like, corn on the cob then? Or, I guess, does everybody have corn on the cob? I guess that's kind of a question too, because not all regions have all foods. Like, what do you call corn on the cob if a dinner roll is a cob? Sorry, just fascinated by just differences in languages that are similar but not quite. Blink Busky asks, so like a hot dog cob and a hamburger cob? Or what about Canada? What is it? What is it? Pain hamburger or something? Corn on the cob is just sweet corn. We call it corn on the cob. So you have a cob is a dinner roll, and a corn on the cob is just a corn on the cob. All right. Seed on the shaft. Yes, that is perfect. Why don't we do that? Tea cakes. I feel like, aren't tea cakes like sugar cookies or something? Or are there actual like cakey things? They're Delta Mike. Wait, what's that? Oh, you guys got macaroni and cheese in a can. Like, I hear we have that here. I don't know that I've seen it yet, but it sounds just fucking terrible. I'll put that back on the list. Make sure I look for that. So I did say at one point I was going to like maybe do a taste test thing with cooking with Scruff. It's part 3, which should be coming out soonish. Macaroni in a can. Like mac and cheese in a can. That's fucking... What the fuck is wrong with you people? Delphic engine. A cob is a type of bread loaf. Cob is short for coburn or coburn. So is it Cobe or Cobb then? Heinz ketchup? I mean, that's good if you want to get messy for whatever your needs. Love how Canada uses the phrase craft dinner and the US says Kraft mac and cheese. I assume it's a marketing thing. Probably there, James Randolph. They always have, there's always surveys and paying attention. Like, they do that shit. Like, they will change a single fucking word if they think it'll sell one more box. Like, somehow in their mind, it is worth changing the printing press for, like, a word sometimes. It's amazing. Like, I eat beefaroni, the Chef Boyardee beefaroni. Like, I eat that. Like, I eat that cold. Like, I'll crack the can right open and eat that right out of the can. I love that shit. But it's good hot, too. Like, I eat a lot of the Chef Boyardee stuff, but I haven't seen Chef Boyardee macaroni. Or just macaroni and cheese. Just the beefaroni, which is actually pretty good. The small cans, I should say the small cans. 'Cause for some reason, the bigger cans, the sauce is a little bit different. Or at least it was the last time I tried it. It was actually a different red sauce, so I'm assuming it was made at a different factory because it was a different size can. But yeah, the small cans of beefaroni are pretty fucking good. Yeah, I got, and you gotta watch a lot of times the store brand, like the generic mac and cheese is better than the Kraft mac and cheese. Just like, as I said, did I say this last week or on Wednesday? With cereal, if you eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, get the generic, like the Malto meal Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Cinnamon Toasties or whatever they call them. Because regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch, every other chip thing is a fucking just piece of bread. Whereas in the generics, every fucking one of them is a cinnamon toast piece. So, like, get the multi-meal version. It's way better. And, like, it's really nice. You can just sit there, crack that motherfucker open and eat that bitch like a bag of chips. And just put your scale somewhere else. Don't worry about it. Just eat them. They're so fucking good. I have to get some of them, too. Kraft dinner is how Kraft macaroni and Kraft mac and cheese is how they sell it in Canada. It was originally called Kraft mac and cheese dinner. They just shortened it to Kraft dinner in Canada. It says Zach and the J. Okay. They started selling frozen and refrigerated Kraft mac and cheese here with frogs. I feel like I've seen that in some grocery stores here, possibly. MK Malto Meal is a brand name. It absolutely is. They make some good fucking generic cereal. Like, most of their generic cereals are better than the name brand simply because they add a little bit more sugar, which is fine if, little control may be necessary. But I find Malto Meal stuff is generally better than the brand name stuff. Just saying, not a sponsor, but the only thing that I get name brand is Rice Krispies and Cocoa Puffs. Besides that, anything else, if I can find it in Malto Meal, I'll get it in that. Frogs, why the hell don't the good cereal brands have cereal Ziploc? because they literally have to charge you $1 more for the convenience, and then the cereal wouldn't go stale as fast, and you wouldn't have to replace it as quickly. So in the long run, it would cost them more money. My educated guess from the way I've seen how that shit works. Someone mentioned hot dogs in a can. I've seen that, I do believe, Lori 21. Like even like crab meat. Like I'm from Maryland, like a fucking crab is on our quarter kind of thing. We know crabs. Like we're all about steamed crabs, crab cakes. Like we know our shit down here in Maryland. Don't fuck with us. So the fact that Phillips sells canned crab meat here that tastes like watered fucking chicken meat is atrocious. Like, Jesus God, I can't believe that people actually eat that. Like, no offense if, like, that's your jam, but, like, if it is, I'm sorry. Come to Maryland one day, I'll show you what crab meat is supposed to taste like. Ugh. Am I aware of canned bread, James Arnold? I am aware of that, but I've never seen it. I don't believe I've ever seen it. I would love to see that just to experience canned bread. I believe I've seen it in MREs, like maybe with Steve 1989. He actually just put out a couple of videos not too long ago. Yeah, he's like every 2 months now. But no, I would love to find some canned bread. Maybe I should see if Amazon has it. Sorry, like I don't that canned bread thing just sounds fucking really interesting. Like I can only assume they have a measured loaf that they put in a can, they bake it in the can, and then put the lid on, slap a label on it, and ship it. Like I've made, I guess the closest I've made to that was like how you can like make Meg. Shut up, Meg. How you can make the mug like cupcake mini cake things. Just like mix whatever ingredients. I haven't made one in a long time, but if you aren't aware, you can make like mug cakes. And it kind of reminds me of that. Bread in a cake. Well, we've been 422 tooting at their Jack Attack, but yeah, cheers again to 420. Yeah, these things last a long time. And look at it this way. We're all stoned by now anyway, or drunk, or whatever we're doing to have a good time, even if we're not doing anything. We are there in the zone at this point. So yeah, we're going to be a few minutes late. Scruff in space. Thank you, Rob. I smoke too much to get stoned. Yeah, I don't, like, it's hard to get really stoned. I got pretty stoned on the casual stoner stream when I had, what, 680 milligrams of edibles, a THC in the edibles, and I did, what, a dab, and smoked some, I don't know, hit the vapes and all that shit, but come 420, since it is a Saturday, I'm going to be doing over 2 grams of THC, plus smoking and dabbing and all that stuff. So, god damn, I'm going to try and get fucking ripped. As long as I don't get the flu of it again, for fuck's sake. I may, like, try to go light a little bit. I think I may have actually taken the 19th off. I'll have to look. Portal time. Actually, I gotta play the new Portal, what is it, Portal 2, was it Revolution or Revelations? The new mod pack that just came out that was like blessed by Valve. I need to download that and play that, because I just figured out that the Chromebook Plus that has a beta Steam client that basically just installs it on the Linux, virtual Linux machine on a Chromebook. So you can run Linux Steam games on the new Chromebook pluses, and Portal 2 runs like fucking butter on that Acer 515. So I need to figure out how to get the new plugin for that and go through that. I believe it's both single player and multiplayer. Jack Attack 420 April Saturday, work in the schedule change. What schedule change? Like, I will be here no matter what. That is a sacred holiday. I'm gonna have some peach. Ah, Portal 64. Yeah. I think I have that somewhere. Redneck Atheist says, I'm subject to any time UAs and breathalyzer tests due to my job, so no THC, and I have to wait for a 3-day weekend for booze. That sucks. I am sorry to hear that. Meme Jeff says, I only have Linux. I have 4 Windows machines, 2 Linux Mint machines, Raspberry Pi. No, 5 Windows. No, what is that? No, upstairs. That's a 3rd Linux Mint machine, the one that's upstairs for no reason. So I have a mixture. I should probably go turn the other ones on. I haven't turned some of them on in a little while. Let them update and stuff. Oh, well, Jack Attack. I mean, either way, I'll be, as far as there sure won't be any schedule change. I'll be starting at 5:33 on April 20th. We'll just keep everything going, everything as it is. Might as well not throw a big change in if we don't need to, if that's what you mean. Let's see. Meme Jeff. Makes sense, especially if you game. I detected a window after it reprogrammed and bricked my motherboard on the Windows update. Yeah, I love when I'll do like oh yeah, go ahead and update, and it'll just casually start updating the BIOS. I'm like, what the fuck? Whoa, calm the fuck down. Nobody asked for that shit. I love when I see shit like that where you start reading it's updating firmware. I wish you would have asked me first, because firmware updates are always a fucking like roll the dice. Let's see what happens. Right. Are you going to be making Scruff Dog Fez hats? If they release them, then if I am able, I check the new products. Like, I'm always looking for something goofy to add. And hopefully, it seems like their shop is starting to evolve, so hopefully it'll be a little more organized if you've looked at the merch link. Like, if you look at the top, like, there are like categories, but Printify's shop is very much in beta still. That's why it's so unorganized. It's not me, it's just there's no way to organize it on the site level yet. But they are getting ready to do some big updates in a couple weeks, so I guess we'll see where it lands. Fama, I see the forklift behind you is done. I didn't finish the last stream. It is not done. We still got to put on the carriage and the wheels. Like, we're going to finish it next stream. But no, it is not done. We have one more stream to do on that one there, Fama. No worries. We will be finishing it this Wednesday. It is 7:30. Do we want a VertoThermoWhoofle? We can do that if you'd like. Who remembers ThinkGeek? It is gone now. GameStop. I remember ThinkGeek. Rob has a fire thing. All right. Well, I guess give me just a moment. I'll finish this joint, and then we'll do a VertoThermoWhoofle. And now that I know we need big bubbles, we'll see if we can get some crisper heat rings. Mm. Well, see, the problem, Jack Attack, like I've been done for a while, but we all know, well, those of us that use, you know, that use the cannabis and smoke joints know that if you put this thing out halfway, the last half kind of sucks. It tastes a little bit not so great, and it doesn't quite get you high as you think it should have. So I just plow through these things and just try to get a buzz. Cargo camera to use to get thermals. That is the Infrared P2 Pro. That is now the rage across the internet, and rightfully so. It's a good fucking camera. Let me hit the button. Let's see what it sees here. Ooh, yeah, that's a little bright. It does not like that. Jeez. It's trying to recalibrate. It's got anti-burn-in stuff on it, so it's supposed to... Looks like a little comment. Yeah, it does not like that. What's the temperature say? 189 degrees? Yeah, that's pretty fucking hot, I guess. Its range is, what, 500 degrees Celsius, I think? Wow, yeah, there, Delta Mike. That's, it's like, almost looks like you're trying to say the Czechoslovakian chipmunk. The Czech monk. Hey, yeah, if you move to Czechoslovakia, we can call you the Czech monk. Just throwing that out there. Thanks, Delta Mike, for the idea. You get, you know, you get partial credit for that. Zach and AJ, yeah, I agree. A half-finished joint is just not the same. It is not. And it's not bad to save the roaches, though. Yeah, like Frogs is saying. I do save them for a bit, just in case. Well, I mean, I keep the ashtrays around. I usually have one for ashing. Sometimes the other one is just for the roaches. Do I use rolling papers or cones? I generally use grind it up and use cones, but I do have a rolling a rolling machine and papers for like the rare. Like I'm actually going to probably tonight at some point grind some fresh flour, put some hash in a joint, and roll my own joint. And I have like little cone filters to put in it, like just like these have, just to make my own if need be. Have you tried the Seek Compact Pro Thermal Imager? I have 2 of them and love using them, says Ram. I have not. I'm kind of giving it a little while. I do want to get another thermal cam. That way I can just leave this one here, which I kind of do anyway. But lately I've been taking it to work, like for the reason I actually bought it. But I'm thinking of getting a, waiting to see like the next generation, you know, the next big thing in IR to see if that hits like maybe this summer. If not, then I'm going to get something above that to take to work. Probably still USB, but maybe independent. And we'll see how it goes. The capital of Norway is in the middle of Czechoslovakia. Is it? Is it over there? Is it Neargard? Trying. Constantinople. Pet diode gone wild cat. No, chipmunk wants Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore, but I do want to pet Diode, go on Wildcat. Yeah, Diode, go on Wildcat looks kind of, he's pretty chill. He looks like a cool cat. There's nobody around. Zach and the J, one time I rolled a joint of roachweed and keef, and I felt I could see through time. Yeah, if you get the right roll, especially the right keef, like, you were pretty fucking good. Keef can sometimes really knock your dick in the dirt. It's funny how it hits you sometimes. Oh gosh, there we go. That's the motherfucking right there. Ugh. Holy mackerel. Oh yeah, Chippy, don't forget to tell my girl I said hey. Remember that. Your boy says, what's up? You crazy American fella. And we're almost VertoThermoWhoofle time. These things take a little while to smoke. They are thick. James Randolph, have a groovy evening. Appreciate ya stopping on by. I'm not absolutely toasted meme, Jeff, but I'm pretty relaxed. Like, these do really put me in a good mood. Like, my regular stuff I roll up's good, but like, these are fucking, there's a reason why these things are just like 25 bucks. How many cubed chains are in a barrel? I have not a fucking idea. A lot. Well, I mean, it could be one chain of any length if it hasn't been cut. Alright, hold on. Almost there. I thought we were out. Where is she? I think she's, I think that's her snout right there. Boop. If I see her out running around again, I'll see if she wants to come out. Her name is Orihime. Ah, that was a good joint. Chain is 22 yards. I have no idea what. Oh, a chain is a standard measurement or a standard measure. I did not know that. Just like a stone, I guess. Just more stuff I've never heard of. One chain equals 66 feet. Is that like a railroad standard that became a chain, perhaps? Or like a shipping standard? All right, I'm going to switch over to the Georgia Peach. Dog, I'm more of a Rukia guy. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Hey, the stream element things is working. All right. How many stones would you describe yourself as after that? Oh, I looked that up once. I always forget what it is. Here, let's see. 206 pounds in stones. 14.7 stone. Oh, I can remember that. Yeah, 14.7 stones. Yeah, I'm atmospheric pressure in stones. There we go. 14.7 stones. I'm what, 98 kilogram? 99 kilograms? Stones. machinist. I watch Cutting Edge. What is it? Cutting Edge something Australia. Curtis from Cutting Edge. He does a lot of machine work on machines that I work on. That's like I'm the guy that would like take the shit off that goes to his shop. Nice, but meant the other stone measurement. Which other stone measurement would that? Like how stoned am I right now? Like probably like like maybe 7.5, 8, I guess. I mean, like some of it may roll in a little bit more, but I'm not going to get like totally baked off of that. Sometimes I do, but like right now, it's just more of a relaxed thing for me. So it's all good. And I got my Georgia peach tea. I still have iced tea in there from last weekend. Like I got a bottle of Arizona half and half, Arnold Palmer half and half, tea, lemonade tea, whatever you want to call it. I got that last week, but I keep forgetting to drink it. I mean, it's fine. It's, those fucking things are good for like months. But then I got this when I walked up to the dollar store today. I showed one of my work buddies. I introduced them to this, the Lipton Georgia Peach, not a sponsor or whatever. I just like the shit. I introduced him to this, and like apparently this is all he drinks now. He fucking loves this stuff. He thanks me all day. He's like, man, that's just really good. I think it's fucking great. But yeah, every time I see this, I'll get this or either get this, the Arnold Palmer half and half, or like something brisk. Like if I can find brisk raspberry or something like that. Yes, I've got iced tea crammed in my fridge. He's awfully uncomfortable right now. There, redneck atheist. Hey man, get me out of here. Maybe he'll just convert into his iced tea form, his true form from his home planet. If you watch Rick and Morty, you will understand that. Jeff, I made a gallon of lemon iced tea daily for a period. That's cool. I have Lipton powdered iced tea and powdered Gatorade in the Get Swifty in the cabinet. During the summer, I'll just make my own Gatorade out of the powder because instead of it being like $2.50 a bottle, it ends up being like 35 cents plus 5 minutes a bottle. So that helps just save a bunch of money in the summer when it's fucking hot out. Ugh, fuck. Phew. Peter Straszewski. Why do I keep putting an R there? Straszewski. 200-pound gorilla. I like to cheekily describe myself, but I'm just 98 kilograms, so close. So I'm like 99 kilograms ish. So what else we got going on here? Did I have anything else in the notes that needed cover? Ooh, what is that? That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. Got that. I was going to sing something different today, but I was a little more nervous than usual since I didn't know what was going on with the Clive stream. So that's why I went with the slightly modified Mary Had a Little Lamb. So I'll do this one next week. Yes. All right. Over here. I'll make a video for you how to get from Polish SZ to SH, etc. a guide. Z to S. Okay, that would be cool. Yeah, like you drop a link wherever you can, or however you can get it to me. Actually, if you need to, just email me a link at the show at scruffdog.live. I will take a look. I like trying to pronounce everybody's name as correctly as possible. So if I ask you, it's not that I'm trying to like be a stalky or whatever. I'm just making sure I pronounce your name right. What's for? Well, it is getting close to dinner time. What is for dinner? I don't know actually. They're Fama. Damn, I don't think even. I think I'm out of tuna helper too. Shit, I may have to just. I may just order some subs. Actually, last week I ordered a sub and some chicken Alfredo from Super Subs, the place that fucked me over, but then they took care of me and like, you know, they made sure I got my money back and shit from when they didn't close the online thing. The guy's like, well, we got to be in the store to turn the turn the online store off. I'm like, really, dude? Like, real VNC is free. Tight VNC is like, when like there's so many. I almost wanted to go there and be like, can you just give me 5 minutes and I will fix your fucking problems. But anyway, like their fucking chicken Alfredo, like, you know, like most places you order chicken Alfredo, you get like a pound of noodles and like 3 chicken nuggets worth of fucking chicken, like just kind of sprinkled in there. Nah, this had like about a pound of chicken and like I felt like they just couldn't fit enough noodles in there. Like they're just, it was there was more. The ratio was wrong. There was more chicken than noodles in it, and the sauce was fucking amazing. So I may have to do that again. That's it. Super Subs. Um, call ahead to make sure they're open. But no, their subs and their food are really fucking good. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna order subs. Chipmunk had tuna earlier. I had tuna a couple weeks ago. That's one good thing about Amazon is the food, like the refrigerated vending food, goes so quickly that it's always fresh. So the tuna there is fucking delicious. It's like made with actual mayonnaise, not fucking like that Miracle Whip bullshit, weird flavor shit. So I highly well, yeah. If you ever stop by my Amazon, I highly recommend their sandwiches because they're actually really fresh. Like you can go in there before the sorry, I'm just like getting all this shit out of my eyes. Hi. Before the food people get there to refill everything, like you go and you see like everything is just like just straight up empty. So it's always really fresh. I ate Alfredo's chicken. Yeah, I ate that motherfucking chicken. I ate that. Nom nom. Yes, indeed, meme Jeff. What's chicken Alfie? Chicken Alfredo. It's noodles, chicken, and like a Italian Alfredo sauce. Like a savory white sauce. But no, those are really good. Super Subs Maryland. I don't know. I think it's, I guess, I don't know if it's just the one shop or if they have multiple ones, but. Ed's here. What's up, Ed? Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships to Mahmood Abdallah, Peter, Terry Turbidens, Hurley Guy 31, and Dustin. Welcome and welcome back. You just woke up. Yeah, you got that whole new baby girl thing going on there. So sleep is precious, just like your child. So precious. Yeah, I get that. I actually got up, oh crap, man, I was supposed to talk about that blanket thing, the weighted blanket. I totally forgot about that. Someone asked about that like way earlier. They're probably gone by now. So I'm still kind of sorting that out. I feel like I might be sleeping better. I have noticed that I can like lay flat and sleep comfortably now. Like before I did not feel comfortable laying on my back sleeping. Like, I can't fall asleep like that, but I do wake up in that position and I feel comfortable for some reason with the 15-pound fucking glass beady blanket on me, the heavy blanket. Um, so I'm gonna kind of just rock with it for another week, see, like, gauge my tiredness at work and after work and all that, see how well I'm sleeping, and then go back to a regular blanket, see how the difference is, and I'll let you know over a period of time. But so far, I think it might be helping. Um, but it does take like the first night, it was like you fucking put it on. It's like, what? I'm sitting there. I'm like, are people saying they're comfortable just because they can't move? Like, what the fuck? The second night was much easier for some reason. I guess my body knew what to expect. Um, last night wasn't too bad, but yeah, I'll let you. I'll keep you updated. Um, did I ever do the woofles after I finished the joint? I didn't, did I? I guess I'll have to do that here in a moment. Sorry, like I am high. Yeah, I'm not like baked. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm not high. I'm kind of stoned. Sorry. I keep every once in a while I get my terminology wrong. I'm kind of stoned. Garwood user, I fell asleep every night in the corpse pose and wake up in the same position. When I was in jail, I slept in the corpse pose. It was the only way I could get comfortable. People, I got the nickname The Undertaker. Like, no shit. It was funny as shit. Jean-Robert Nergard. That's another one I gotta sort out. Always sleep on my left side. Yeah, I generally sleep on my left side as well. The right side, it kind of gets a little uncomfortable in the hips. And I have a sleep number bed. I got to play with the number a little bit too, actually, with the new blanket. I didn't even think about that with the blanket. I got to fuck with the sleep number. But yeah, I usually sleep on my left side like most of my life. I've slept on my left side. I have, see, Deltic Engine. I have autism and I built myself a sloping bed for IBT, inclined bed therapy. Oh, okay. I love it. I have found it so comfortable. Try looking up inclined bed therapy. Okay, I'll write that down. I do actually look up like stuff that I write down. Not always immediately, but I feel like I've heard of that. Inclined bed therapy. Yeah, okay, I can actually read that too. My writing's bad enough, especially when I'm stoned. Like, my handwriting is just garbled. Blah. Edward, I'm a foam bed right sleeper, but I toss and turn. I assume you mean so yeah. Mine is the sleep number I got, which how old is that fucking thing? Like 10 years old or something. It's 2 twin mattresses, like in a bigger wrap that's surrounded by memory foam. To make a king size mattress, and then there's a layer of foam over that, and then a sheet, and then a waterproof mattress, and then a sheet, and then yeah, and then the final sheet, like multi-layer, just to give like lots of breathing room in there, because I like to be surrounded by air. Chris always sleeps facing the wall, feels safer that way. I used to sleep with my back to the wall all the time when I had a wall to sleep to, but when I was younger. But then as I got older and my bed was never against a wall, so I guess I was forced to stop dealing with a wall. Well, actually, this bed, like, damn, I got like a loose hair going, sorry. Where I am now, it's against the wall, but it's a king size bed, so sleeping against the wall is like a hike. Like you gotta pack food to get across that fucking bed, especially like now with this blanket, I'm gonna have to like bring lunch, probably some fucking dinner, snacks, extra water, probably hiking gear and like block and tackle, like pulleys and rope to drag this motherfucker with me. So I keep the charger and shit over there. But nah, I'll let you know about the weighted blanket. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to fucking update you earlier. God, I hope like you weren't all waiting for that. I had been forced to sleep on my stomach a few times, like when I got my back tattoos, and that sucked. Like I ended up having to prop my like sleep with pillows under my chest to prop my head up because my fucking head sits forward because all my fucking spinal problems. That was really fucking uncomfortable. But like I've only had to do that a couple times in my life. Electron box. When you share a bed with a girl, you never get the wall side. No, no. You generally get the outside. If there's a wall side. Top smokes. I hate foam mattress beds. Needs to be sprung for me almost as hard as you can get. I would even sleep on the floor. I can't sleep in vibrating beds. Well, like in ships. Oh, okay. Like from the resonance of the engine. Gotcha. Their top smoke. I can't do like a full foam bed. Like I've tried that. It just doesn't sit right with me. Like memory foam beds. But like the little thin layer works pretty good in combination with the air mattresses, which is all a fucking Sleep Number. It's just an air mattress that you can easily adjust the air pressure on. They're kind of overpriced. I mean, they are pretty heavy duty, but yeah. Need to have a cheers for Carl Weathers. What happened to Carl Weathers? Did he like? Did he move on to the boxing ring in the sky there? Carl Weathers of Rocky Predator, etc. dies at 76. 3. Oh no shit. Alright, what time is it? Alright, yeah, we'll do a toast to him. He was a pretty, from what I know of, he was always a pretty liked dude. So yeah, he's cool. Like he was a fucking cool actor, I'll tell you that. Frog, I gotta go get food and such. Talk to you later. All have a good night. Be safe and be well. You too, frogs, have a groovy evening and a groovy rest of your weekend. Good chatting with you. Stop by again. You know. Hold on. Fix my shirt. All right. Ugh. Away getting stew. Yeah, that's what cooking with Scruff 3 is my quick throw together stew. Beef stew. Craig Matthews says sleeping on the floor actually does help with some back problems I found, and also helps getting woken up by the puppet. Yeah. Now I've tried sleeping on floors with all my back problems, and that is a horrible torture device for me. Like I'm like fucking done for a week. I'm limping for a week after that. So yeah, that was one of the drives on getting the Sleep Number mattress, because a lot of times I would just sleep on just a regular camping air mattress because that's the only way I could get comfortable. Memory foam attracts cats to sleep with you, says Randy 1979 Vice Admiral Tiger. That is one thing I'll give to the Sleep Number beds, is it survives 7 cats. And that's another, that kind of, it also influenced the extra layers. But it's just like tires. All the extra layers are here. There wasn't much extra layers on the side. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that padding doesn't wrap around the sides, and they all clawed at everything, and they never caught a leak. So they are pretty fucking durable mattresses. I'll give them that. Like that is a pretty good canvas kind of thing. Redneck Atheist says, waterbeds are the absolute worst for my back issues. Yes, they fucking are. Jesus, I had to deal with sleeping in a fucking waterbed for a period of time in my life, and that was fucking horrible. I hated that thing. Like, waterbeds make everything that you do in a bed, like everything that you do in a bed, it's just more difficult than a waterbed. I mean, sometimes you can get the wave tempo just right, but if you don't have that shit tuned just right, you know, just flying everywhere, like it can get really athletic. How are my sofas? Oh, they're so fucking full of holes and shit. I have actually coverings for them. So when they start fucking it up, I just can't see the original coverings getting destroyed. Yeah, they're really bad fama. But that's why I'm not going to get new ones. Like, I was like, oh man, everything's this. I'm going to get some new fur. No, I'm not. The cats will just destroy anything I bring in, so. Just old pleather couches with like a blanket covering thing on them, which is just fine. Electron Box says, try shagging on a water bag and getting seasick. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, see previous comment. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. Yeah, cats always claw up sofas, the couches, the walls, the molding, the TV stand, the speakers, sometimes me, the door frame, the door. They were doing the kitchen counters a little bit here and there, but they won't be doing that anymore. Thanks to Ronnie. Yeah, I can't imagine cats plus waterbed. There's that Sparky. That like I know waterbeds are pretty thick, but I don't know. Sometimes cats are a little much, I would imagine. I'd probably just go ahead and put a lot of different layers of sheeting on there, which would make sense anyway, because a big rubber mattress, you want extra layers so you can get airflow under you while you're sleeping. That's fuck, it's 8:04. I'm just running my goddamn mouth. Yep. So, yeah, cheers for Carl Weathers, who passed away. Good dude, actor. I know he did a whole bunch. Oh, football actor. Good dude. So cheers to Carl Weathers, who passed away today. Cheers. Sorry, sometimes I just don't shut the fuck up. There you go. Yeah, if your waterbed starts leaking, just put a little bit of concrete in there. That'll take care of it. Definitely won't leak anymore. Man, I do like toast. Maybe I should make some toast tonight. With their lock washer. I make some cinnamon toast. I got some, like I know you can just get cinnamon and sugar and mix it together for, well, I guess cinnamon toast is a universal recipe. I don't know. You know, cinnamon, sugar, butter, toast, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. It gets all soaked in, so you sprinkle another layer. It gets soaked in, you sprinkle another layer until you get dry on top. That's when you know you're just about there. You put like another layer on. You want way too much. You want what your parents say is too much on it, because that's exactly where it should be. But yeah, I love to eat the fucking shit out of that. But McCormick's makes a pre-mixed cinnamon sugar for cinnamon toast, and it is the motherfucking perfect ratio of cinnamon and sugar. So I get that all the time. If you ever see McCormick's cinnamon and sugar or cinnamon toast fucking mix, whatever they call it in different regions, it is perfect vintage flavor. Oh yeah, I typically go with real butter when I can in most cases. I do get country crock margarine-y stuff with calcium in it, but I also get real butter, and that way I have the choice depending on what I am making. They're the redneck atheist. Toast, toast, toast. Maybe I should go get an old toaster from the fucking pawn shop, or not pawn shop, fucking thrift store. Wow, what the fuck? Just have it in here, and just every once in a while I'll just reach back and be like, click, make a piece of toast. Our 7 p.m. toast. Yeah, leave the toast in for too long, watch it woofle. Whoops. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do that woofle I was supposed to do like a while ago. Now I'm fucking hitting on that vape because I'm just not high enough, or stoned enough, or afflicted enough. Let's go with that. All right, so we're ready for a VertoThermoWhoofle here, folks. Oh, we actually went up in count. That's weird. All right, cool. Hold on. Oh, that's better. It's always nice when you can catch it before it pops out. All right, let's see what this thing can do. All right, so we need fast bubbles. Fast bubbles. Pretty good. Problem is, we're out of woofle juice. Hold on. Oh, nope. Wait. Right there. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's try that again. I have no hair there. All right. All right. Fast bubbles. Woofle. That sucked. Right, hold on. Try that again. That's pretty good. I'll get it sorted out. Not too bad. Yeah, one more. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, there's stuff everywhere. Hold on. Put that there. Lid back on that. Put that there. Get the soap and burnt hair off of my arm. So my armrest. Oh, oh my god. There's Freddy the Facehugger hanging on out. That burp sounded suspiciously chunky. Oh, baby, did it now. Mm-hmm. Better, instead of hydrogen, use acetylene gas. Freddy is getting a little warm. I guess that's okay. Sure, he doesn't mind. I mean, they do live in a fairly moist environment, but it seems like it's humid and moist. So at least he's warm up there. He just has to deal with the ever-present 55% humidity that just is always indoors in this house for some reason. I looked at it when I realized but didn't want to spend the money on one. Well, Hack RF is still pretty relevant. Oh, Hack, okay, gotcha. the moistness. Now is there anything left on here? Oh, there's a little stubble in there. Yeah, that's not too bad. The cavity is moist, hot, juicy, full of the poos. Is it now? All full of the poos. Hold on. Iran says U.S. strikes are a strategic mistake. I mean, of course they say that, Tops. Like everyone, like, who knows? Everyone's just blowing each other up. Like, we're just getting ready to go to World War III. Everyone's just gonna blow themselves up, and we're just gonna be a bunch of radioactive fucking mutants running around trying to fucking TikTok each other. Well, that just fell on the floor. Except we'll be glib-globbing each other, like the mutated version of TikTok. We're almost out of that. Yeah, I really don't understand why we fuck around in the Middle East so much. I don't understand why we have to be the global police academy, but nobody gives a fuck what I say about it. So, what's up, my globs? I mean, Jeff knows what's up.
I'm Pickle Rick!
The Earl. Yeah, it's all about the oil, isn't it, Electron Box? What? Lori said, looked at a toaster on Friday. It was $256 for a 2-slice toaster. Like, what the fuck? A big lighter is cheaper and probably faster. Yeah, probably there, Lori. And shit, for that, you could get like 3 lighters and some rubber bands to hold them down. And then, like, you could really just, like, hold it over the 3 lighters that are all lit together. Yeah. America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Yeah. I haven't watched that movie in a while. Maybe we'll watch that on Friday. You have lots of oil. Please don't attack us. Yeah, by Christ. Team America. That's it there, Delta Mike. I just, like, good grief. All we do is just piss people off over there. Like, we really just kind of just need to move the fuck on. Like, that's all we do is just piss people off. Like, can we just calm the fuck down and just be groovy to each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, one, we need a fucking age limit. If they're saying they recommend I retire at 67, then maybe they have to fucking retire at 67 too. Just saying. Because maybe by the time you're 70, 80 years old, you're a little too far out of touch as what reality actually is as far as what the people want. Just saying. And maybe by the time you're 70 or 80 years old, not everybody obviously, but sometimes it's pretty obvious that, yeah, I think you're kind of past your prime. And that goes for everybody involved this time around, but fucking hell. Hopefully, what's her name will take care of the fucking orange man and we can just move on with our lives. I mean, either way, we're just looking at the battle of the grandpas. I'm sorry, the battle of the great... Christ, nowadays, it might as well be the battle of the great-great-grandpas. Like, fucking hell. Fuck. Yeah, I don't want to say oil too loud because it's gonna fucking invade me. I'm gonna, like, hand out some like extra virgin olive oil and some like beard oil. Like, here, man, that's all I got. Oh no, wait, I got some 10W30 out in the garage. Shit, I didn't think about that. I got like 2 cases of that. Fuck, I'm a target. Electron Box says, and I agree, that wars aren't people versus people, it's governments versus governments. It's who has the bigger dollar sign and who's willing to do the worst and not. Yeah. Yeah, no one ever votes for a war. Yeah, that is absolutely correct, Electron Box. God. Carl Weathers died. That's a shame. Oh, that's the other thing I got to do for cooking with Scruff. Maybe I'll do that for cooking with Scruff. For number 4, chicken and dumplings. Let's see, that uses Bisquick. I have, well, I don't have Bisquick on the list anymore. Bisquick. Check. Let me just type chicken for dumplings. I haven't made that in a long time. I'll record that. Like, it's just really simple, just old school fucking chicken and dumplings recipe that everyone I've known that have said, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Every time they're like, I'm sorry, that made them fucking suck. I went, yeah, I know. That's why it's been the same fucking recipe for decades, derphead. I'll have to show you that one. I don't really have a fresh napalm ready recipe there yet, Top Smoke. But if I come up with a good one, I'll throw that in with cooking with Scruff. What's the what's that shit that they always said you could make with the old anarchist cookbook? Uses nitric acid. Like halfway through the recipe, it says if it gets over 35 degrees or something, run like hell. What was that? What the fuck? Nitroglycerin. Yeah, that's it, Chris. Yeah, nitroglycerin. Like, dude, I don't know if it was an actual recipe in the old anarchist cookbook, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, nitroglycerin. I mean, like, it's, you know, to everybody looking at it, I guess it seemed feasible, but I don't know if anyone would actually try to make that. I didn't, but I was just curious as to what would happen if I did. I remember when I found that, and I fucking, like, we managed to print that shit out. God, and this was back when, like, you know, we're talking dot matrix printers. So printing that shit, whew, that took all fucking day. It was a genuine recipe. It was trying to kill off the idiots using it. It would kill you. Yeah, it makes sense. People died trying. Yeah, I kind of figured it'd do something like that. You can blow someplace up just with a bag of flour as a top. So yeah, it's amazing how flammable some powders are. Just regular old organic powders can be really fucking flammable sometimes. Simple, make a nitrating solution and nitroglycerin below 5 degrees Celsius-ish. Otherwise, it forms a much more sensitive version. Yeah. I'm not even interested in looking that recipe up again. But yeah, I do remember that. That was a couple, 25 years ago I printed that thing out. Or is it me or somebody? All right, we got it printed out somehow. Your nickname would become Stumpy instead of Scruff Dog. Yeah, I can only imagine, Rifleman. Yeah, I ain't even worried about that. Any fucking way I'm looking at getting bombed is it's 420 somewhere. Toot toot. There's your bombing right there. Bam! Fucking smacking the shit out of the microphone. Toot toot, everybody. 420 somewhere. I have I have a couple of survival guides, but one of them's what is it, the SAS survival book? SAS, like the guy that was, like way into the SAS had something to do with it. I have his survival guide. I have the zombie survival guide. And I think one of the US military survival guides somewhere. Just in case. I have a zombie bug out bag packed with a bunch of shit that I should be able to survive for like at least a month pretty comfortably before. Well, I shouldn't say before I'd have to hunt for food. Like I'd have to find a source of food or people to use as food. But I'd be alright for about a month, I think. A proper chemist likely could do it, but an amateur is likely to mess it up badly, says MK. Yeah, that's why nobody ever bothered to fuck with it, because it was just like, you know what? That's just enough of a warning. Let's not even try that. Rob needs a normie survival guide. Actually, the zombie survival guide's a pretty good book, and it does actually give some good fucking tips in it. I gotta tell you, like, it is a good read. I have to dig that up. I may reread that. I haven't read it in probably 10 years. I think, like, I forget if that's where I found it or if that's when it came out, but I feel like it was about 10 years ago I read it. Let me see. That's still, like, I guess it's still out there. The Zombie Survival Guide. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Zombie Survival Guide. It's got the rifle and the machete on the cover. Max Brooks. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Yep. It's actually a really good read. Pato Mahoney, what is up? Everything has been oh yeah, actually you should probably know. Let's see, the sound of rust dust explosion when cutting a 2-inch rusty steel pipe. I don't know that I've seen a rust dust explosion. Maybe I'll have to look for that. Rust dust explosion. I'll take a look. Well, no, that sounds interesting. A bit of the anarchist cookbook that made me laugh was how to kill an enemy by tying their phone line to 13 kilovolt primary cable and then phoning them. Yeah, I'm sure that worked. Wow. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I didn't know rust was like flammable or explosive in any way. And I guess it makes sense. It is oxidized steel, so there is at least a catalyst there. And my foot is itching right now. You do realize the anarchist cookbook was a joke. Oh yeah, like that's like we never like tried anything out of it. Like it was a funny read. Like some of it wasn't like horribly bad. Like, but yeah, and like nobody ever tried anything out of that. Well, nobody I know, I should say. As it was mentioned earlier, apparently people blew themselves up, but no, I never messed with that. Anything like that. Throw in some custard powder in the air and throw a match at it. Like, I'd rather have, like, a Boston cream pie fucking donut. God damn. I haven't had one of them in a long time. Fuck, I love some Boston cream pie fucking donuts or, like, fucking pies or, like, whatever the... Oh, of course I have the munchies, Chris. Shit, that's one of the things I did when I went in there. I ate some potato salad real quick while the cats were eating and Rob was playing. I'll have to go back and listen to make sure everything's cool. I usually do every time anyway. Would you like a wet cream pie? Asks Meme Jeff. I would say most people are. Well, sort of. Yeah. Emmett H is off to bed. Have a good night yourself. Have a good weekend. We will see you next time. A little bit of Great Scott there. Custard slice. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. I was the muffin man. The one cool thing about working there was you were allowed to eat anything you want as far as donuts go, which is pretty fucking cool. But you can only eat like one of the like premium sandwiches, like tuna sandwich, like tuna salad sandwich, chicken salad sandwich kind of thing. So I made all the muffins. And of course, when I made the chocolate chip muffins, I made a few special ones for me, as you do. I also made a few special, when I say special, not like pot donut, or not like pot muffins, but like with the chocolate chips, so, you know, put like 5 times the chips in the motherfuckers or whatever and bake them just for you. And then Gary was the main baker who made like the donuts himself. Like he was really good at spinning them around and doing his thing, and he made the munchkins. He would make me a full half rack of honey dipped munchkins, and I would eat that the entire night. Like that's all I would do is just eat honey dipped munchkins. I'd go get one of the tuna wraps. I'd eat a bunch of chocolate chip muffins and then a bunch of blueberry muffins. And then if he made anything like, you know, Boston cream pie or custard pie, cream donuts, you know, the fucking really good donuts, he'd always slide some extra ones my way. Like, luckily my metabolism was like a fucking Ferrari on crack and nitrous, and like had a goddamn tailwind. Because I ate so much fucking sugar when I worked there, but God, that was fucking great. Every once in a while I'd get the chocolate donut holes, the munchkins, but but they were, you know, the breading on them was a little bit thicker, so I didn't always get to finish as many as I wanted, whereas the honey dip breading was that air, like, you know, that real airy fucking stuff that was really light. That's a bad, God, that was a bad place to work for your health if you don't know what the fuck is going on. Whew. I don't know. I think I probably am going to order a sub and that chicken Alfredo. Zach and the J is dealing with some psychos harassing me. That's never a good thing. Patty Mahoney heard it several times from 50 feet. Ears were ringing for a bit, cutting pipe with an angle grinder. Oh shit. Alright. Celtic engine. What if you added some flour or custard powder to the woofle? Sprinkle it on top, perhaps. Well, the problem with sprinkling anything on top of it is when I'm squeezing, I light the flame ahead of time, and I don't like stop the woofle and then dip in. I am still squeezing when I hit the flame with it. So I wouldn't, that, and like it pops pretty quick and usually overflows. So that's kind of the point of just hitting it really quick. But I think if I sprinkled anything on it, it would probably just pop a bunch of bubbles and we'd lose propane, and mixing it in isn't going to do anything. I feel like anything like that would have to be a dry mixture, and I'm not like poofing powder in the house. Because I can control the woofler, but powder is a little much for indoors. But you never know what we're doing this summer outdoors, especially if I get around to building the ultra woofler. So there may be some light explosive and probably people called this summer if everything kind of works out right. But no, I get the thinking. I get the thinking of a little sprinkle. But yeah, like the powder explosions, they can be pretty fucking violent if you're just a little bit off. And that, and It's just gonna make a fucking mess in this motherfucker. That's what's nice about this stuff. Like, it drips all over the place, but it's just soapy water. It just makes it easy to clean the floor once you get around to it. Phew. Oh, I forgot to hit the fucking voice changer thing. There we go. That's better. I'm getting a little better at that. Holder B used to work at a compassion club, even though they never had edibles. Someone gave me some chocolate and peanut butter. Just a ton of milligrams for a first time at work. I haven't had any homemade edibles in a while. Actually, I need to talk to somebody about that. Should probably talk to somebody about that. I know somebody that makes some really good gummies. I don't know if they make chocolate, but I may know someone else that makes chocolate. So I haven't had any chocolate gummies or chocolate edibles in a while. Like, I had those chocolate chip cookies, you know, a little while ago. But actual, like, chocolate I haven't had in quite some time. My pipe Fama says my iPad is remembering Belchebub and correcting me now. Scruff Dog, excellent. Well, I'm glad we could help add that. Maybe the more we use it, the more we can get it, and maybe Webster will pick it up for us. Celtic Engine, it's gone 1:30 a.m. here. Yeah, okay, I guess it would be. It is getting late in the old biscuit land over there. Time is it? Let's see. Oh, okay, we just hit throw. We're hitting 3 hours in 50 seconds. Why don't we go like another 13 minutes, I'd say. I like to always at least get past 3 hours. But yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I'm gonna have to order from that joint. And it's funny, like, it's all the bookmarks and all the ooh. Okay. Linked. Electron box just sent me a text. Just saw this on LinkedIn. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Thank you for that. That's great. Mr. Heck for never, as Ave says, and don't fuck with the pressure vessels. Now, you really don't want to fuck with pressure vessels. As others have learned as well. Oh no, I'll do it completely different from everybody else. It'll be fine. Come with me. Let's do a tour with my... this isn't Logitech, is it? Oh, it's stuck. Come on, you... Let's see, is this Logitech? Oh no, this is like so generic, it's just game controller. But yeah, there you go. Don't use this to control your pressure vessel. And if you see someone using that to control their pressure vessel, you should probably not be in said pressure vessel. But it does make the Lego set really easy. It comes in a packet, you open it up, just sprinkle it on the ground next to the Titanic, and you're done. Ages all. Gameo controller. Yeah, it was a cheap Chinese Xbox 360 clone controller that works really good with Steam games and just Windows in general. So I think it was like $20, and I prefer the Xbox. I'm an Xbox person, so I prefer the Xbox. Actually, no, is that a PlayStation layout? Yeah, that's a PlayStation layout. I've somehow gotten used to it. I do prefer the Xbox layout, though. Have you seen that weird TikTok lady digging under her house? No, I don't really do TikTok much. Most of the TikTok I see is from the younger dudes at work that are like, okay, look at this. Yes, Hans Bonds. I've always been an Xbox person. I got my first, quote, like, newish game console was the original Xbox that my buddy had put a Chameleon 1.3 or 1.5 chip in to mod it. Could never get it to work right, so he gave it to me. I fixed the soldering on it, found the manual, figured out what was up. I think it was 1.5. Got it, loved it, hacked the shit out of it, had a bunch of those. And then I just kind of stuck with, my Xbox Live account just kind of traveled with me through all the Xboxes. Yeah, I've always been Xbox, and that kind of blended with the fact that I go between console gaming, PC gaming, console gaming, PC gaming. So with Xbox Live, it just travels with me. I'm pretty much landed on PC gaming at this point, I think, just because it is kind of better, I feel. But I've actually haven't really played Xbox much in a while. I'm going to be playing the Atari one of these. Oh, and yeah, just in case you joined late, because I know it's been a while. I will be playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. So like in 8 days, we'll play Chapter 3, and it'll be like 3 hours before like whatever your normal Clive time is. For me, it'll be 1:05 Eastern time. So 6:05 UK. Yeah, and you got it from there. So like 3 hours before normal Clive start time on next Sunday. Will be Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, and we'll probably, we should be able to play just all the way through. I think it only takes maybe 3, 4, 5 hours or something like that. Yeah, my Atari, I keep forgetting just to bring it upstairs. I mean, it wouldn't be be easy as shit to hook up. I have my 4K capture card is around. I think it's in the drawer over there because it's HDMI out now. It's not the new one that came out. It's my old one that I converted. There's a video somewhere. But it's also powered by USB, so I can just plug it right in, just sit it right here, plug it in, plug in the HDMI, do the little invert thing, and we can just direct feed it right into OBS, like shitty, fuzzy 80s graphics and all. Like, I never tuned the output of it. Like, it is the straight up raw ass fucking 40-year-old console output that it was. I love that thing. It's the exact one I had when I was a kid. My parents almost sold it at a fucking flea market. I was like, rescued it, and then eventually added RCA, like composite output to it, and then evolved that into the HDMI output on it. And then while I was doing the HDMI output, I was like, well, so I didn't put any batteries in it, but it is simply powered by USB, micro USB. So you can just hook it up to an external battery pack like that one right there. If the plug here doesn't have enough oomph, that battery pack should. So we'll be able to power it like that. And that's kind of cool too, because then like if you go to the park, which sometimes you just want to chill, like you just want to get out of the sun for a couple minutes or whatever, go in the park and just fucking chill and play some goddamn Atari. Hey, the stream thing's working. All right, cool. What happens in 1 or 2 generations, not long, when consoles provide 8K 120 hertz, asks Holder B. Well, by the time they hit that, PC gaming will have already been there, so I'll probably still stick with PC gaming. Like anything that comes to the consoles as far as technology is always, a generation or 2 older than whatever the current PC generation is. Have I played with any solar generators? What do you mean? So like I have solar panels? Solar generator. And let me just type that directly in. Solar generator. Anchor solar, like a portable solar power station. What are we talking about there, Delta Mike? So I just typed that into. I just horribly typed that into Google and it corrected me pretty good. So is that basically just like a portable power station with batteries? It is 8:41. All right, so I guess about 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go order some food. Battery plus charge controller plus inverter in one box. Yeah. I know the Jackeries they're pretty fucking bomb diggy. I've heard Anchor is really good too. Are Goal Zero's good? I've heard like I'm kind of scrolling, like trying to refresh my memory because I haven't looked at them in a while. But I've heard good and bad about Goal Zero. Are they actually any good? But I know the Jackeries, they seem to be like the fucking shit. And Anchor is, as far as I know, is a good up and coming. Basically started as an Amazon brand, but then decided to actually like fucking go for it or something maybe. Are the munchies coming? Oh, the munchies are fucking, they've been here, they're fine. But luckily I walked up to the dollar store today specifically to get monkeys. I got monkey up. Cats and monkeys eating together. No. I got munchies up there. I got Ruffles, because Ruffles have ridges, motherfucker. Got Ruffles potato chips, Doritos, like just regular, like family size bags of those. A big ass bag of somebody's seasoned fries. Some extra toasty Cheez-Its. Oh, this. Whee! This. And I feel like I got something else, but I don't remember. Oh, and I got a paper bag and one bag that I took with me. Yeah. Oh, and I was looking for like serving trays that had 3 things for our Lego pegs, but I didn't really have anything that wasn't like too big. So I'm still going to look for like a cupcake, like a 4 cupcake pack thing at the grocery store to try and use for our Lego Wednesdays. Oops. Jackery were leaders, but they seem to have been left behind, really. Are they I guess not, have they settled, I guess, on their design and not really being innovative? Because I'll tell you what, like I've heard, as far as Anchor goes, like I've heard they're really good. Like I know, like this right here is an Anchor, like power supplies, like the little stuff I have from them always seems to be really nice and safe. Like it's not going to shock you if you're grounded. I have a lot of their different chargers in-house and out. Some of their quick chargers, some of their power strips, like they're all good. So I imagine their solar stuff's pretty good too. I could print a Gridfinity system. Gridfinity system. Gridfinity. Your ultimate modular workstation. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, no shit. Look at that. Who said that? TJ, what's up? TJ is one of our boosters for the Discord server. Thank you again for that. What is that? Unikern? And of course, Ed got jealous. Edward Bird got jealous. So he had to jump in. Thanks. Again. Oh, that looks good. Where's a bookmark? Gridfinity, the modular open source grid system storage for your workshop. Where the fuck is the bookmark then? What is that? Oh, okay. That's a bookmark. Derp derp doo. I'm gonna bookmark that. Thanks, TJ. You'll have to take a look at that. There's the YouTube video right there. No shit. Yeah, that might be nice when I start to redo the shop. I definitely am going to need some something different for storage, something that's easy, and that may fucking do it. That'll give me reasons to get that fucking use up all that fucking ridiculous amount of PLA plus I got. The creator also has a fun channel. I'll take a look at the whole thing. Yeah. Well, thank you again. Oh yeah, I was supposed to stop like a minute ago. All right, let's give it like we'll do this like the 2-minute ish warning. Yep, just turned 8:47, so we'll stop at 8:49. So this is a 2-minute warning. All right. So I guess let's do one final toast to everybody that is still here. Wow, there are still and there's Ed. Thank you, Ed, for 5 memberships. We got to sort something out now that like things are starting to calm down. Maybe we got to meet over, somehow meet up at like BW3 for like lunch or an early dinner or something. Have some fucking chicken wings and I'll give you your shirt there, boss. Let's see, My Hairy Palm. No, actually, that's mostly burned off. Ack was offline. James, Spooky, and Steve 66464. Welcome and welcome back to the Gaggle of Goofballs. But yes, cheers to everyone who is still here, who's hanging out, subscribers, and everybody that donates and just makes this place a pretty chill place to hang out. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So I will be back Wednesday at 4:35. So Clive time plus a half hour, which I know is weird, but that's actually saves a lot of hassle. It makes that stream really comfortable, which is cool. And of course, I will see you Saturday as we voted at the regular time. So Clive is doing a Patreon stream, so I'll just be hanging out there, and then I will turn this on at 5:33-ish. You know, if it goes more than a few minutes one way or the other, like if it goes past 5:35, then I'll just start it anyway, because, you know, that way we all got our place to hang out. You know, not pushing Clive or anything, but, you know, people will be waiting every other Saturday. But either way, I will see you Wednesday if you stop by. I will see you Saturday, and then Chipmunk. A super chat to Vera, not Ave. All right. Thank you, Chippy. Yeah, we'll see everybody Wednesday or Saturday. And I hope you all have a groovy weekend. Thanks for stopping by and be groovy to each other. I am out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.